Yo, yo, this is the state of emergency. Check, check. I need all my Knicks fans right now to grab your jerseys, your popcorn, your sodas, whatever you gotta do to get ready for this game. I don't care if you're a cheerleader, an athlete, a couch potato. We're here to restore the field. Matter of fact, how do you say it from New York? What I say it from New York? Hey, yo, let's go now.
Hey, yo, I bring that New York energy. Talking 42nd Street. Alley hoop finger roll. Ain't nobody checking me. Crossover through the legs. Step back, hit a three. Still up in the hood, but got big baller tendencies. She just trying to get flued out to John Kennedy. Just to see the Knicks play. Make a couple memories. New York, if you ain't from here, don't pretend to be. And if you ain't rocking with the Knicks, you an enemy. Yeah, look at us. Whole city is wild. This is New York. Why y'all ever counted us out? Any game we attend, yeah, we taking it now. Fast break on the court, all up and down. Lead a garden in the pigsty. Yeah, we get it on this side. Bacon, egg, and cheese or the lobster mac with the ribeye. Either way, we winning the overtime if we get tired. Get it with the team, yeah, that's just something we live by. Hey, yo, first quarter in, we gon' turn it up. Gotta warm up first, then we taking it down. By the third quarter in, no, they ain't catching up. Gotta stay in the lead before that shot clock buzz. If the Knicks get a win, we gon' do it again. Make the finals once before, we gon' do it again. Bounce back in the fourth, we gon' do it again. It's been a while since the chip, but we gon' do it again, yeah.
Yo, put your hands up. If you rockin' with the Knicks, put your hands up. Yo, put your hands up. If you from New York, put your hands up. Yo, look, put your hands up. If you rockin' with the Knicks, put your hands up. Look, put your hands up. Hey, yo, New York City, put your hands up. Sky, baby.
What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Church Guys Sports Show for the 5th of August 2025. August 5th, 2025. We're here, you're there, as we are every Tuesday. Good to have J-Mac back in a place where we can talk to him. Hopefully some of you joined us last week where we did our talk about the legacy of Hulk Hogan. As you know, he was laid to rest today. In a private ceremony with his family. So again, we solicit your prayers for the family of Terry Bollea, better known to us as Hulk Hogan. And let's just start off right there. Let's just jump right into the whole wrestling vibe. Yeah. So this weekend saw the first ever two-night SummerSlam. The first ever two-night SummerSlam took place at WWE live from MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, home of the Jets and the Giants. I got a lot of thoughts, and I've honestly been on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok, by the way, Church Guy Sports on TikTok. I've been on TikTok going in. So I'm going to yield the floor and let J-Mac give his thoughts, and then I'll reiterate some of the things that I've been saying on the TikTok side of things.
Good evening, everybody. Glad to be back. Glad to be in the seat again, and hope everybody's having a wonderful summer like I am. I'm having a great summer. I have to say that.
Oh yeah, you everywhere right now, but that's okay because come September, once they put that officially presiding prelate title on you, it's all over.
Oh God,
it's all over.
It's already over. Trust me. But yeah, Hogan was laid to rest. Again, prayers out to the family and regard again, as we said on last week, regardless how you feel about Hulk Hogan, regardless of what your thoughts, like him, love him, hate him. He is no denying what he did for the business of wrestling and sports entertainment. Because I believe he was the one that ushered in. My opinion, he ushered in sports entertainment.
Absolutely true.
We look back, there were two rival companies mainly. There was the NWA and the WWF, now WWE. And we always talked about how the NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance, was more realistic. They didn't have those outlandish characters. They were men, and they were men. On the WWE side, there were more caricatures. Dukes the Dumpster Drosy, the Macho Man with his colors and shades, and just larger than life. Ravishing Rick Rude with his robe and swiveling the hips and kissing, and Kurt Hennig with his classic blonde curly hair and his strut to the ring, and so they were larger than life characters in the WWE. But Hogan ushered in what we call sports entertainment. And for those of you that don't know, there's a difference between wrestling and sports entertainment. As a matter of
Absolutely
fact,
true.
as a matter of fact, Vince McMahon wouldn't even he outlawed the use of wrestling when
Could not
he was
utter
at
that
the helm
term until last year. Yep.
until last year, and that's when Triple H took back over. They wouldn't even mention other companies when Vince was in. Now you hear them talking about TNA. You hear them mentioning New Japan. You never heard them mention other wrestling companies on the air when Vince was there. So Hulk Hogan ushered in sports entertainment. Now, are we jumping into SummerSlam? Is that where
Let's
we
jump. Let's
going?
jump right into SummerSlam.
SummerSlam night one, night two, first time they've done a 2 night SummerSlam, and just before I move on with that, nice side note: Hulk Hogan was undefeated at SummerSlam, never lost. Shoulders were never pinned to the mat at SummerSlam. SummerSlam, Hulk Hogan was undefeated. Just to let y'all know that. Um, but it was to me, it was two different wrestling shows. Uh,
Agreed.
I mean, I know it was supposed to be symmetrical, but they were two totally different shows. I mean, it was truly a Raw brand and a SmackDown brand. And I think night two edged out night one. Other than the Roman Jey Uso tag match against now they have a name, and I'm gonna let Bishop D'Lo address that. They finally have a name after all of this time. I know. The Vision is what they're called. The Vision is what they're called. I loved the John Cena Cody match. I mean, there's people that have mixed feelings. I thought it was great. Cena showed you he could still go. They went 30 minutes.
They did indeed.
They- yeah,
Indeed.
that
And
match
and
went
and then
30
he took
minutes.
an F5, but we'll get to that later.
Yes, he listen. John Cena rolled back. He gave you the old John. He gave you Super Cena. 30 minutes at his age.
Listen,
Hats off to him.
that is an almost 50-year-old man, and getting tossed around like that, that's not fun. Let's just call it what it is.
And just look at Goldberg's match. Goldberg, uh, what he went 10 minutes, 12
But
minutes,
12
something like
minutes, something
that.
like that. It's about 12 minutes.
Yeah. So you look at that. He went more than double what Goldberg did, and Goldberg's match was promoted big. But John Cena showed you he still had something left in the tank. Um,
Go ahead.
uh,
Go ahead. Go ahead, because you'll probably be getting into what I've been going off about on TikTok. But go ahead.
yes, I saw you get into it. Night one main event. I was night one main event. CM Punk Gunther one for the books. Everybody's talking about a
Great match.
classic.
Great
Yeah,
match.
great, not a good match,
Great
great
match.
match. CM Punk showed you that he could still go.
Absolutely.
Not only could he still go, but he could take the
You take the
punishment.
punishment. Yep.
I mean, you talk about those chops that Gunther laid into CM Punk, man. It was, but it was ruined.
Completely. After a match like that, there is no way there should be. Well, no, I'm not going to say there's no way there should be a cash in. I want to be clear on something. I have a few issues, but My issue is never in the cashing in of money in the bank at a moment like that, because that always makes sense.
Right. I don't think we're not here debating the cash in.
No, not at all.
Right.
Not at all. How we got there, though, that's a problem for me.
That's the problem.
How we got to this cash in is a problem for me. Because on Saturday night's main event, just a few short weeks ago, we watched Seth Rollins, obviously, apparently now, have a kayfabe injury. A kayfabe injury that they milked. He went and sat in for Rich Eisen on Rich Eisen's show while Rich Eisen had some other work to do. And the first thing he did was get on the show and talk about his injury and how he would be out. And it was all a lie. And for me as a fan, I get this is scripted television. I do realize that there will be times where reality will blur into the product. But Vince never did it lying to us. And I'm going to leave it at that, because I've said a whole lot of other stuff.
Well, I'm going to say probably
Vince never did it lying to us.
Yeah, I'm going to say what you said on TikTok. And I said it in the chat on Saturday night when it was going down. And I'll say it here on the broadcast. You could have got here without the injury.
Yeah. Willie Green, what's going on, my brother?
Willie Green, what's up, my brother? You could have got here. Yeah, Willie, we're not debating that Seth didn't do what he was supposed to do. That's not our issue with him. He didn't need to fake the injury.
Yeah, the issue is the way it was written. Yes.
Yeah, he didn't need to fake the injury if you were going to let CM Punk go through what he went through in that match. If you're letting CM Punk get pummeled to death in that match, he didn't need to fake the injury. He could have came down and cashed in on CM Punk without the injury. He did not need, and the thing about it, it wasn't like it was unpredictable. It was predictable that he was going to come back and cash in. They were already saying it the minute he said he was hurt, that this was going to be what the situation was. Right, we knew it was coming. It was weak. And the thing is that he could have cashed in. He did not need. Yes, Keisha was vocal about this.
Yes,
all Saturday
upset.
night.
Yes.
She was vocal, and I was right there with her.
Yeah.
You didn't need to fake an injury to cash in on CM Punk, who just went through a battle with Gunther. You didn't need. He could have pinned him with the crutch on, with the brace on his leg.
The way he got beaten in that match, absolutely. CM Punk not only won the championship, he survived that match.
That's right.
And so if Seth Rollins, without an injury, comes out and picks on him in that moment, nobody's mad at that. That's fully expected. And he did say, as long as he was around, he made CM Punk the promise, you will never hold gold in this company as long as I'm around. So, again, from a storyline perspective, we're not mad at that. But
No.
the fake injury angle ruined it for us.
It wasn't needed.
It diminished the cash in.
Yeah,
That would have been such a moment if he just comes down like, nah, I'm cashing in now, and like smacked him up a little bit, gave him the stomp, and then told him, I told you was never gonna hold the time. We fine with that.
Listen, we knew the cash in was happening because it was taking too long for them to sign off. First of all, the ref never left the ring. The ref of the match stepped in the corner. When have you ever known the ref to stay in the ring after the match?
The ref usually leave, especially at the main event.
Especially if it's a baby face.
Right.
When the baby face wins, you leave the ring.
Once they raise the hand, the ref leaves
and gives the ring to the baby face. That was number one. Number two, CM Punk was just staying in the ring too long. So we knew it was coming.
Nah,
No, I
George.
didn't love the fake
Nah,
injury angle.
George. You, my brother, I love you. We agree on most things wrestling, but not this, bro. I can't. No.
It wasn't. See, the thing is, the fake injury angle would have been great if it was needed. See, that's the thing. The fake injury angle was not needed when you look at the severity of the match. You look at how if it was, since we talk about it being script, it was scripted for that match to go the way it did. And if you're gonna script it for CM Punk to take the beating that he did, it made no the injury played no part. Seth Rollins still would have cashed in. He still would have beat him over the head with the case. He still would have stomped him, and he still would have pinned him.
Right. Like you said, it was so corny. Now, if they had Seth come out and tried to fight CM Punk and CM leaves the ring, that would have been crazy. Listen, I'm waiting for the day where we get a ruined cash in. I'm waiting for it. It hasn't happened in so long. I'm waiting for it to where a cash in actually does not happen, and that person who tries to cash in actually loses. Of course, yeah, Keisha. Of course, he would say that. And yes, Noah, Punk stayed in the ring too long. From a storytelling standpoint, yeah, he stayed in the
We
ring too long.
knew. We listen.
But you knew something was happening.
But
You knew something was happening.
I asked the question before the match came on. I said, remember I asked, I said, does Seth cash in? And you said, if the injury is legit.
Right, right. Is the
You
injury
said,
legit?
you said, is the injury legit or not? And we both said, well, I don't know.
Don't know.
And
because they've been playing it like it was a legitimate injury. Like it, and again, this is my thing for it, George. Like even
it
if
didn't change the build-up, though, George.
Right.
90% of wrestling fans knew that Seth Rollins was cashing in that night. They knew, they were already speculating about the injury wasn't real. So that's why I'm saying this. This was already speculated that it was kayfabe. It was already speculated.
Not to mention the fact that that means also on Saturday night's main event that Seth ate a pin from LA Knight for no reason.
Exactly. He could have still, for LA Knight again. To me, it just didn't make any sense. And now you're open to me. You can't escape this storyline wise because anybody can fake an injury now. That's
Right.
what you're saying.
And now you've set up you're setting up to a point to where now fans are gonna be skeptical of any injury that happens now. And do you really want that for the product? And I do get that there are times where you've got to storyline certain things. Even down the Naomi Jade Bianca storyline. Jade had a legitimate injury. She had to be down. So they took another angle as far as in terms of story. They didn't put the injury into it. They made it that Naomi tried to take her out, basically. I mean, there are so many other ways that you could have still gotten to this point without duping everybody.
Or not doing anything.
Or not doing
anything, and you still would have got here.
I think that there's enough heat on this feud that you can just let it play out as it is. There's enough real life heat between these two men from dating back to when CM Punk came back out at Elimination Chamber. I'm sorry, not Elimination Chamber, at War Games 2 years ago, and Seth lost his mind for real because they said it. Triple H didn't tell nobody.
Remember, he signed the contract just
He signed a contract there.
Exactly. They were in negotiations while the pay-per-view was going on.
Exactly. The contract got signed and then his music hit, basically.
That's basically it was okay. Now get down the aisle. Just go out.
Yeah, let the people see you. Let's have a viral moment. And we're gonna get to that in a second as well. Because I've been talking a lot with people on TikTok. My TikTok is on fire right now. It's ridiculous. But about this idea of storytelling versus viral moments. There is a real disconnect there, for me anyway. Because I understand the need for viral moments, because that's the world that we live in now. But I said it to a few people on my feed on TikTok, because we need viral moments, yes, but not at the expense of telling a good story.
Not at the expense of the superstars or the wrestlers or or someone's build, someone's push. It's not, you know.
Keisha, we're gonna talk about Nikki Bella getting roasted last night in a minute. We're gonna
Oh,
get
that
to
was that yeah.
Yeah,
In
we're gonna get to
Brooklyn
that.
too.
But yeah, that's the place to do it though. You
In
know
Brooklyn.
that's the
Ooh.
place. That's the place to do it. But we'll get to that. Let's get through the rest of
Yes.
SummerSlam. Yeah, she absolutely did. Keisha, you always ahead. Will you stop trying? Let's get through SummerSlam, then we can talk about Raw.
We got a couple
let's go.
matches we want
Let's
to
go
highlight
one
on
show at a
SummerSlam.
time, Keisha. One show at a time.
We get to Nikki
we
and
got-
Becky.
we
We
got-
get in there.
We got 3 shows to get through. Night 1, night 2, and then Raw.
And then
Okay?
Raw. Yeah.
So we got to get through these shows. But it for me it bothered me. It drove me crazy. Again, the first match was great. Everything else in between was lackluster. I've got to talk about Jade and Tiffany Stratton.
I was saying we gotta talk about that. But I just want to finish up with this.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this in the chat too. They are so forcing this faction down our throat, man.
Oh my God, that was one of my other viral moments.
I had the Bishop. I know we were moving, but
no. You can stay there for a minute because that has grinded my gears.
we talk about how they were pushing Roman Reigns down our throat 15 years ago, and how they were forcing Roman Reigns. I feel that way about this faction. They are trying so hard. If you all you got to do is look at when they come into the arena. After they sing along, they do sing along with Seth, because that's what I call it.
That's what it is. Whoa. Okay. All right.
After they do sing along with Seth, it goes mid in the arena. It goes silent. They're not even saying what anymore. They're getting, and I've heard Bubba Ray say this, I've heard other wrestlers say it. You want some reaction.
Some reaction.
If you get no reaction,
it's time to pull the plug on it.
they're getting no reaction. That's why they got to beat up, and every week it's a fight. That's why they got to
Bronson Reed continuing to steal Roman Reigns sneakers every week. Like, what are we doing?
Hey,
What are
we
we
on
doing?
125th and Lennox? What are we doing?
Right. Like, what are we doing?
Like, bro, you're not even from the hood. You taking his sneakers. Stop this. But again, it's like you said, the viral moment. So you're going to try to create a viral moment inside of a mid moment. It's mid because Seth does not need Seth. Do you realize Seth always has to have a faction when he's a heel?
I didn't want to say it, but you're right.
With FOP, what was that? What was that? AOP.
AOP, that was Authors of Pain.
He did it with Office of Pain. He did it with the Shield. He did it the Monday Night Messiah. Now he's doing it. Now he's doing it here. Oh, he did it with the Authority. The Authority.
Yeah, the originally, when he first, basically, he's gone from faction to faction. He went from Shield to aligning himself with Triple H and Steph as the Authority. And then from there to the
J&J Security was with him. Yep.
J&J Security. Then he went to the Authors of Pain.
Authors of Pain.
And
Monday Night Messiah.
Monday Night Messiah gimmick, and now this the Vision.
Oh, I don't understand why they keep trying to put him in a faction. This is the part that bugs me out, Bishop. I mean, I just don't understand why Seth can't be. Can we have Seth as a heel by himself? Let's try that. We haven't tried that. Can we try him not as a tweener? We've seen him as a tweener by himself. But as a full-blown heel, we have yet to see Seth Rollins. I want to see Seth Rollins without the Oracle, without Braun, without Tsunami Man. I want to see him by himself.
Bronze.
I want to see him by himself as a heel. We haven't gotten that.
Nope.
And I think they're doing him a disservice by not letting him be a heel. Randy Orton has been a heel by himself many times. And it's been
But is it doing us a disservice, or is it Triple H covering his limitations? Noah Bullard said it right here. Can we now say that Seth is nothing without a faction? Thank you, Overseer. I'm getting some static in your sound, bro. I'm getting some static in your sound, Bishop.
All right, I'll leave out a second.
Yep.
I'm down here enjoying this. Signal that.
Bishop J Mac is coming back, but y'all put in the comments what y'all see. And what I mean, y'all have been talking, so let's keep talking. Let's keep the conversation going. Yep, there we go. I think that's better.
I'm freezing though, but you
Yeah,
can
there we
still
go.
hear me.
I can hear. Yeah, I can hear you clearly now. You on the island right now? Is that what? That why you? Or you down? You're not in Georgia. You in New York still, right? J Mac. J Mac is frozen. Okay. Well, we're gonna keep going, but what we have is a real difficult issues going on as far as that. It's difficult to watch, and I had somebody say it on my TikTok. That basically, they're tired of Seth and Becky Lynch at this point. Yes, Seth rides solo as a face, George. That's true. And Seth clicks up as a heel. This is true. But, does that mean that it's because Seth is limited as a heel? Is Seth limited as a heel to where he needs a click? Whereas as a face, everybody's behind him. It flows well, and he plays well to the crowd. Everybody loves Seth Rollins in that place. Or even as a tweener at times, we've gotten Seth to do quite a number of viral moments, but at the end of the day, I would like to see heel Seth. I'd like to see heel Seth in the way I like a totally heel Seth by himself. The same way I'd like to see a heel Cody, which I want J Mac to come back because we definitely want to talk about that. You think we're being too harsh on the product, George? I mean, I don't think it's being too harsh on the product. I still enjoy the product. Don't get me wrong. I just really feel like this particular instance, it didn't do anything for me. This particular instance, the fake injury angle did absolutely nothing for me as a lifelong wrestling fan. And that's where that's where I look at the situation, George, and I'm like, I love the product, and I said this even on my TikTok. I love the product. I've been watching it for 40 years, but that this fake injury angle did something to me. It really did. It did something to me. It set me off because I'm like, I get that kayfabe as we know it is dead, but when you start working it's one thing to work the audience, but it's another thing to work the boys in the back. I'll put it that way. And from what I understand, some of them will work because they thought that Seth's injury was legitimate. Noah says Becky and Seth's time is up. It's time to say thank you and move on from them. Well, that goes into my rant for today, but I'll get to that in a minute because that'll deal with more of Summer's Raw last night. But moving away from that to the women's division, Jade and Tiffany. So here's my second rant. And George, if you think I'm being a little hard on the product now, no, it ain't perfect. But it's I'm not saying it's absolutely horrible. I didn't say, this is absolutely trash television.
We've got to be fair on both sides. When we gotta push it, but we also gotta criticize it when it's too.
Yeah, when we feel it's not there, it added. But that's it. You said it added drama, George. But I don't.
It didn't add any drama.
Not right. It added a lot of speculation, yes. But
right.
Did it add drama? No, because there is real life heat between those two men.
And again, the majority of people were already saying that the injury was fake. There were so many people that were saying it was fake.
You know what made Brett and Sean so great? the real life heat between the two men. You don't have to manufacture anything when there's real life heat.
And nobody had to fake anything during that time.
No.
And you didn't
When
have to
there's real-
fake it here. You didn't have to fake it here.
Agreed, because there is real life heat. Those two guys are going to try to kill each other for real regardless. Because they don't like each other.
They don't like each other.
And that's
simple as
fine.
that. Yeah.
Jade and Tiffany Stratton. So here's my beef with this, and I actually mentioned this on a post I did today on TikTok, by the way. Shameless plug. Go follow us again at Church Guy Sports on TikTok. But you've built Jade Cargill up since she's been in this company to be a monster babyface right now. I still think she will do her best work as a heel eventually. I do believe that. Does she need some in-ring polish for WWE? Yes. Because what she did in AEW worked, but that women's division is not WWE's women's division. But for you to build her up like that, to have her and Bianca be two-time tag champs, for her to win Queen of the Ring, and along the way beat Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow. Asuka is one of the best in the business. And then have her lose clean to Tiffany Stratton, you have killed every bit of momentum that she had. Why would you do that? Bishop Ellis joined us. You killed Jade's momentum. Having her lose clean to Tiffany Stratton, who, for the record, is not a better wrestler than Jade Cargill. I'm just going to say it. She's not. This was the time to put her first singles championship on her. And you gave us a 7-minute match with Tiffany Stratton.
Or don't have her compete for it until you think she's ready.
Exactly. I mean, of course you heard a gigantic pop in the stadium. Like we said, George, it's about viral moments where it comes to the Seth Rollins angle. No, I didn't see the TikToks of people in actual tears. I did not see that. Oh, my God. No, God, that's too much. George said, I think Jade should have won, but I think she has a movie coming up. Okay. She wouldn't be the first part-time champion. I'm just saying.
Again, don't let her win Queen of the Ring. Wait and save her. Protect her.
Yeah. Her lose, and again, I want to be clear because I understand the product, and I'm sure J Mac agrees with this as well. L probably does as well. I don't care that she lost because I understand the product is what it is. But to have her lose clean, we all know how important it's more important how you win or lose in wrestling than whether you win or lose. The how is more important in wrestling. So for her to lose clean, send them to me. For her to lose clean kills her momentum. We talking night one, L. Jump on in.
I think it's a race thing. And I don't know if everybody wants to really hear what I have to say. But
we absolutely do. Oh, I went there on TikTok today.
I think it's a race thing. I'm not even going to hold you. We can try to dance around it, or they can try to dance around it all they want. As a matter of fact, I think the only black champion right now is Naomi. The sole black champion right now is Naomi. And you got to give her that because of the beatdown she took at
the hands of Jade Cargill.
At the hands of Jade Cargill.
And that's just it. Like, you're not going to put the strap on Jade when she beat the tar off of the woman who you put the championship on for the Raw brand.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that is...
But Tiffany Stratton can beat her? Naomi can't beat her, but Tiffany Stratton can beat her.
It's a race thing. Jey Uso has the title for 20 minutes. We get the firing of R-Truth. He comes back, and then you don't see him again because we haven't seen R-Truth since the comeback. I think it's a race thing, and I said it when Hulk Hogan died. The truth of the matter is the corporate wing, of the WWE. Matter of fact, let me read my post because I want to read it verbatim.
Verbatim is good. We like to quote people correctly.
Huh?
I said verbatim is good. We like to quote people correctly.
Yeah, I definitely want to.
Oh yeah, Naomi's having the best year of her career. Absolutely,
The way
Naomi's
that
having.
said it.
I think she should. I think her being a heel is where she should stay.
Let me see. Truth be told, here we go. Truth be told, there's a strong possibility that the entire corporate wing of WWE/WWF is racist, allowing other ethnicities to participate in the company was a call that had to be made when real athleticism needed to be added to the brand. It's the same with just about every sport in America. It's the same with just about every sport in America. We bring the black people in because they're the monkeys that excite us.
Wow.
They jump higher.
Wow.
They do better athletic things with their body. That's excitement. That's entertainment for us. Because you don't see any of the clear color wrestlers being able to do half of the athleticism that black wrestlers can do. Neither do you see it in football. Neither do you see it in baseball. Neither do you see it in basketball. Soccer don't really count because that's not really an athletic. I mean, it's running, but you ain't got to really do too many stylish things. And so, real talk, I think that it's a race thing. And until Triple H proves me wrong, I'm probably gonna stand right there. The corporate wing of, because I don't think it's amongst the players. I don't think it's amongst the players. I think the players have a genuine common family bond with one another. It's the people who run it. It's the people that run it. It's the individuals that are in the top offices that are saying, we're not letting anybody of a different persuasion, different ethnicity.
George, check your inbox.
We're not letting anybody become great and become the face of our brand, of our corporation. Let's look at it. Look at what the NBA is literally trying to do right now. The NBA is trying to make the NBA make somebody from another country. They may go home one summer after the season, and the president might shut down the borders, and they might not even be able to come back. The NBA is doing everything that they can to make a clear face the face of the NBA. Just look at how
they declared that Saturday night. WWE declared that Sunday night. You didn't hear it?
I didn't hear it. What?
They declared that Cody
Rhodes is the quarterback. That match was the passing of the torch.
That's what they said.
You heard it loud and clear.
Yeah, that was the passing of the torch.
You heard it loud and clear.
It is now officially Cody's WWE.
And let's just be real. I'm gonna be honest. Come on, let's be real. That was a great match, right? That was a great match. But Cena won that match. Cena Cena won that match just on pure. You have to. You have to crossroads this guy 5 times to beat him.
Well, he got what he asked for. He wanted Super Cena, and he got Super Cena. But Cody was Super Cody too.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. These guys, listen, this dude kicked out of an attitude adjustment from the second rope. Really? Come on. Nobody kicks out of that.
Attitude adjustment from the second row. And
And
that was
kicked out.
attitude adjustment number 4.
Right. And that was the fourth one. Exactly. And that was the fourth one.
So yes, you're absolutely right, J Mac. They have given it's going to be a long time before that title comes off of Cody Rhodes. Now they
Mac
did
Phones
set it up
free.
last night for that other title to come off of Seth because Roman is coming to get that title. They about to give Roman that title.
I mean, they ain't gonna give it to Roman, I think, but it does set up a feud. But I'm more invested in CM Punk Seth Rollins feud. But I guess they're gonna find a way to put all three of them together again. And this time it'll be
Again.
for the title. This time it's gonna be for the championship.
So if I'm rating SummerSlam, because I saw a couple of people online say 10 out of 10, SummerSlam was a 10. I'm not
Nah.
giving SummerSlam a 10.
Not even
I'm
close.
not giving SummerSlam a 10. It'll get a 7 out of me.
You're good. I was giving it a 5.
Woo!
I'm giving it a 5 because opening match night 1 with Jay and Roman, that was good.
Great match.
Yeah, that was a great match.
Great match.
The only other really great match on night 1 was the main event because Gunther and CM Punk beat the absolute crap out of each other. That was a great match.
You said the main event?
Yeah, CM Punk and Gunther. That was a great match.
Yeah, that was that crazy. But no. There was another. I think it was match number 2.
Who was match number 2? I forgot. Wasn't it Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn?
It was a female. That was a female match.
Oh yes, the Women's World Championship match. With
Rhea?
with Rhea, Io, and Naomi. That was a good match.
That was a great match.
That was Sunday. No, that was Sunday. I'm just looking at. I'm trying to remember Saturday.
That match was Sunday?
That match was Sunday, because I actually watched that one at home. Because I was still in New York for night 1. I actually watched night 2 from home. So I was sitting on my couch because I remember getting goosebumps when they said that was Naomi's dad that was playing guitar on her entrance. And I was like, yo, that's hot. She got to share that moment with her father. That was dope. So kudos to WWE for that.
No. It was the women's tag team joint. Charlotte Flair and
Charlotte and yeah, that was cool. I mean,
that was a good match.
It was good. It was good. I mean, but there were only 2 great matches the entire night.
And then that TLC match on night 2.
On Sunday. Now Sunday was the better night because Sunday that TLC match was fire. The main event was fire. The women's championship match. Listen, Rhea and Io just put on a show every time. They should wrestle each other from now to eternity. Because those two in the ring together are chemistry. They money. They are money.
Based off of that match,
Hey, Bishop Heflin.
It looks like they're finally gonna let Rhea beat Neo.
We'll find out next week because they're finally gonna have their one-on-one. So that'll be interesting to see. But
Somebody's gonna interfere.
No, I think this feud finally ends. I think this, and I agree with you. I think the feud finally ends with Rhea beating Io. The only thing is it won't be for a title.
Won't be for a title.
That's the only thing that'll be missing. It won't be for a title, because the title is wrapped firmly around the waist of Naomi. And you know, I want J Mac. J Mac got to come back for this because we got to talk about Raw last night.
I missed Raw last night. I caught the very end. I caught when Roman came out. When Roman came out.
Other than the segment with Becky Lynch and
Becky was amazing last night.
And Nikki Bella.
Becky was amazing last night. That right there was
Becky
crazy.
was great. Becky roasted Nikki Bella last night.
Mm-hmm.
My girl said, you know, we're the hottest couple in all of wrestling, and you used to be. You and your man. Oh, but you can't see him anymore. I'm like, oh.
That was crazy. For her to do that in Brooklyn was wild. I don't think she would have got a reaction out of that like that anywhere else.
That
had to be done in Brooklyn.
You know, New York. There's some things that can only be done in New York.
Yes.
There's certain things that can only be done in New York. My biggest issue, though, is, and this goes back to your point, and I know you're going to jump all over it when I say it because you didn't see the show. So, who is the women's world champion? Naomi. Becky currently holds the women's intercontinental championship.
Yes.
She got her time on the mic to start building her program with Nikki Bella. Cool, no problem. Naomi just defended her championship the night before.
She gets a backstage slot.
Not even. They gave her 2 minutes during a commercial break and ended up cutting her off for a Brock Lesnar package. I was heated. And I've been having people come at me about it on TikTok all afternoon, but I'm gonna say it till I'm blue in the face. I don't care that Becky is the bigger star.
You know what?
Victor George Smith, my brother. I don't
No,
care
no,
that
no, no, no.
I don't care that she's the bigger star.
Wait. Whenever
Yes.
George comes on our show,
Uh-oh.
we have to do the George scream like Norm from Cheers.
All right.
George!
George!
I like that.
All right. All right, so from now on, whenever George comes on, we do
Whenever
the
George comes
like
on the
that.
show, we
I
gotta
like
go, George!
What's going on? What's going on?
Well, we lost J Mac briefly. He's having some issues with his
Okay.
signal.
He's
But,
in Atlanta. Service
yeah,
down there is horrible.
I was asking him, I said, are you in Atlanta? Because he kept going out. Because he don't have this
Okay.
problem when he in Long Island. It don't be no problem.
Right.
But I don't care that she's the bigger name. She earned that. No big deal. How do you only have your women's world champion get 2 minutes during commercial break and then cut her off when she's in the middle of trying to sell your Clash at the Castle in Paris with Stephanie Vaquer as her next opponent?
Okay, I think I got your answer for that one.
Okay, please help me, because
would
I
love
was
to hear-
pissed
I
off.
want to hear this.
I was pissed off when that happened last night.
I blame the time limits, number one.
Okay,
They knew they were going to get whatever she did on the socials, which is kind of more important for what she was trying to do, the backstage stuff. They knew they had a big segment to end the show last night. And they knew they had the Becky spot too. So I'm kind of okay with it. I'm not happy about it. Not happy about it.
right.
She should have had her own time.
She
shoulda had her
is
own
the
time.
champion. Exactly. She
Yeah,
is the
she should have had her
champion.
own time. You should have been more. I think maybe if you want to do something to give her time, you cut out Sheamus and
Right. Sheamus and Rusev was unnecessary.
they could have did that same spot of them fighting throughout the entire night without them having an actual match.
An actual match. I agree with that. You could have backstage
So-
that entire thing and used that as your segue segment.
Right, which was pretty cool to me. But yeah, there's no excuse for that. But like I said in the chat, like she's vying for superstar of the year at this point. Like
Oh,
not
man,
I'm not
she-
even
yeah,
not
her-
even male super. I'm like overall
Superstar. Right.
top superstar of the year in like wrestling. Period. Like,
This heel turn was the best thing that could have happened to her career.
and she's
Naomi?
doing it.
Naomi, yep. She's nailing it.
She's nailing
She's
it.
doing it with such
Absolutely nailing
style,
it.
class, character depth. She's just like, and she's carrying throughout the week. Like I know a
Yeah.
lot of people ain't on X or Twitter no more. She is literally.
Oh, I'm there, and I
carrying-
look forward to her posts.
She is carrying throughout the week. She is clowning every girl on the roster on
Yep.
Twitter.
Yep.
Like she is dragging everybody. So it's enjoyable to see her. I guess I get more satisfaction out of it because I see Mercedes over there with 15 belts on, dancing, feeling fulfilled.
Right.
And I'm like, shorty, you don't see that your girl got one belt. That
And
her
she
one
bigger
belt,
than you. And she's still
and
bigger
she
than you.
got you whooped because you want to book yourself like Mr. Balea. Like, nah, like, come on.
You want to be
Jim Cornette.
1970s Ric Flair.
Yeah, you want to have every belt? Like, come on, man.
Because that was
Look at
Flair in the
you,
70s. Flair was just going from territory to territory collecting belts in the 70s.
Collecting belts, that like is not cool. Like, that's not.
No,
That's not what
not
this is
in this
about.
era. You could do that then because there was no social media, because there was no TV like that. It was all regional. You can't do that now in 2025. It looks stupid.
That's my thing. If you're a real fan of this thing, I don't want you getting all bent out of shape because your guy might have. Listen, it's about wins and it's about the losses. It's about the journey. Yeah, I get upset with wrestling every once in a while because my guy don't win. Oh, my guy to win every week.
And I
Like,
said that
but-
earlier about the Jade situation. I said, listen, I don't mind that she lost it because in wrestling, it's not about wins and losses. It's about
Right.
how you get there. So her
I was shocked.
losing
shocked.
clean, right? Her losing clean was like, wait a minute, what is this?
But here's my thing on her losing clean. Even though I would have been happier if she didn't, I think they like the spot they have with Tiff as a face, number one. Tiffany doesn't have a crew or clique to help her win dirty. I feel like Bianca's injury is also a part of it going down just clean because if she wins that belt and Bianca still ain't cleared, what kind of matches does she go back in the war with Tiffany for the championship again? Does Tiffany turn heel? Like, there's a lot of ways that you get it, but they believe it. They believe in Tiffany, and you know they love them a blonde hair wrestler. So
Please don't get L started. Don't get L started.
Yeah.
Please don't get him started. Don't get L started. Don't get him
Listen.
started.
it's an internet. Listen, it's one of the reasons why they don't put black people in big movies because they say, you know, when it's supposed to sell internationally.
We don't sell tickets. Yep.
And yo, trust me, on top of that, they heard them boos when they was in Saudi Arabia, yo. They heard that silence when they was over there. So it's just to say, like, I'm not the biggest conspiracy theorist. Will I say race is a part of it? Absolutely. I'm not saying it's the biggest part of it because I was upset with Jay, the whole Jay thing. But then I watched Unreal, the Netflix documentary. And when they had that meeting about Jay, they was like, listen, we want to put the rocket on him. We want to keep the belt on him, but you can't be in the ring sucking air. And like, the first thing I thought about, I was like, yo, Jay do be out of breath. He do be in the ring out of breath, like looking like he about to half die.
Yeah.
And again, He's a tag team guy.
Right,
So
he's been
he's used
tag
to
team his
getting his
entire life. Right.
he's used to getting his rest. So so like that made me, as a J guy, that made me understand it more. That okay, I see what they're saying, and that they had to move the belt. They were eventually going to move the belt into and Punk and Rollins anyway. So rather it be Gunther, who has who really had a nose injury.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that
that's
was
why
a
he's
way to
out.
write. That was a way to write him off TV too.
Yep.
I don't know. I thought that the Roman getting the tsunamis last night was a way to write him off TV because he got a movie to do.
But it don't
But
look
then
like
I
he
saw,
going nowhere. Right, don't look like he going
right,
nowhere.
but then I saw on the socials they was beefing. So
Yep,
we'll
don't look like he going
see.
nowhere. We'll see
We'll
what
see.
happens.
So like, I don't want to. I'm not all the way with L, but I'm not gonna say it's not a reality of having a blonde haired, blue eyed champion. You saw when you was watching Unreal and she broke her teeth at WrestleMania. The first thing they did, they grabbed her, was like, "Is your tooth okay?" She was like, "It's a fake tooth. I'll get it fixed." They
Yeah.
want to make sure she look good.
They want to make
When
sure the
she go-
moneymaker is still in place.
Yeah, hey, we'll make sure you look good. Like
Yeah.
she's how old is she? She's a young girl.
Yeah, you already got fake.
Yeah, so yeah. So what was the one
I
thing?
hear you, George, but
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
here we go. And now it starts.
George,
Y'all do us a favor, like, share, tag, and comment, because y'all not going to want to miss
I
this.
didn't
Go ahead,
I
Al.
didn't share this.
I just think it's not a conspiracy to me. It's a reality.
Tiffany is 26, by the way.
We're looking at it. We're looking at it. We're literally watching how this thing is moving. And like I said, I don't think that it's amongst the workers. I don't think that it's in the ring. I really honestly believe that it's in the corporate wing, and it doesn't just start now. This is a part of the history of the wrestling industry. Let's not even say that it's just WWE.
Mhm.
I think this sport, this industry is it's got to be a blonde hair, blue eyed. The industry, when you look, in order for me to catch up to my brothers as it pertains to WWE, I had to binge watch on Peacock, right?
Mhm.
And the good thing about Peacock is that it shows you everything that the
Thing.
WWE bought out. So that's WCW. It shows you
Mhm.
everything. And when
Mhm.
you go all the way back, dog, you go all the way back to when we was kids. The model was the blonde hair, blue eyed, and
Right.
and the individuals, and again, like I said, I don't think this is in the ring. I think this is in the corporate office.
Mhm.
The black wrestlers that we got from the 80s all the way up until now were coons.
Wow.
Now? That's
now.
tough. Now?
Junkyard, look, Junkyard Dog.
I was with you until you said now.
Well, I mean, not
Because
But
JYD, Coco
can't
Beware.
wait. They can't coon us now. They can't coon us
Right.
now. Too much money involved to coon us now.
Right.
They can't coon us, but they can sure enough humiliate us. They can sure enough sell us the short end of the stick, too. They had a chain around Junkyard Dog's neck.
That was his gimmick.
He was a Junkyard Dog. That joke was fire.
Okay.
And then he would hit him with it when it would get disqualified.
It was
And all that.
great.
Yeah, that joke.
It was great.
Yeah.
But to me,
That was good.
I'm
That
looking
was
at
good
it like,
television.
The master still got chains on us.
Oh, come on.
But that was
and
that was JYD's gimmick. Like he because you got to remember he was a territory wrestler before he came to WWE, and he
Yes.
maintained that gimmick the entire time.
Yes. So now let's talk about the stereotypical stuff that was happening.
Okay.
Slick.
Doctor of Style.
Right?
He was the Doctor of Style, Slick. They didn't call him a pimp outright, but we all know that's
Right,
what
I
he
mean-
was.
Stereotypical. Okay? So, and I'm just saying, again, I don't think that it's amongst the players. I think it's in the corporate wing. And I believe that it's been that way for years. And Rikishi hit it. But they ain't playing that Rikishi clip too much. Rikishi hit it though.
Rikishi need to be slapped because he know the business. I'm so sick of him. He just want every nephew, niece, daughter, child. He want them all with belts on. Every one of them.
Well, for at least a good amount of time. Don't put the belt on my son for 20 minutes. Yo, but to your point, George, because the other night when I was watching Jay, I was like, this nigga look like he gonna have a asthma attack, yo.
All right, J-Mac is back. Here we go.
Bro. Because I'm sitting there heated. There was just like, but
And
I
I'm
was like,
like-
yo, you gotta watch your ear.
I'm
And then
like, yo, you just talking. He was just talking. He was like, I was like,
I remember when Jay won the IC belt on Raw?
Yeah.
They had if you go back and watch it, he almost didn't celebrate because he was out of breath. They was on the ring, banging the ring, talking about get up. Oh.
Well, like you said, he was in the tag team and went to be a singles competitor. It's like going from playing for Rick Carlisle to going to play for Tom Thibodeau.
And honestly, the worst thing that could have happened to him was it Nice France or the France entrance is the worst thing that could ever happen to somebody that got bad cardio.
Oh yeah, that was a long way.
They saw him do that. They was like, Jay, you got to come through the crowd for the rest of your life now. And he was like, I got to come through the crowd and wrestle again, man. Yo,
If you see that
What?
if you see the new series that's on
Unreal,
Netflix,
yeah.
that's what I'm
Unreal.
talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Triple H is basically telling him like, yo, listen, I'm gonna put a rocket boost on you, but yo, you can't get blown up by the time
Yeah,
you
you-
get to the ring.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. So
if you like, he has the charisma, but this dude need to get in and get his cardio together. Like,
I don't
stop
know.
hanging out with your son and get in the gym.
I honestly don't think that that's really a cardio issue. I think that's a real issue.
You think he got heart problems?
I think that's a real issue, and they really need to thoroughly check that out. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, my man was just talking, and he was out of breath. I think it was the last Monday Night Raw. I'm not sure when it was, but he was just talking. Now he yeeted for 30 minutes,
yeah,
right? And when I be yeeting in the crib, it take me out.
I'm,
I ain't even gonna hold you. If I do it 5 times, I'm like, all right.
I'm done. Done. You hear me?
So he's coming, he's going through the crowd, he's got all this adrenaline happening, he's getting on the ropes, and then he stops, and then it's
Yeah.
and then he
That
does it
junk.
again.
And
Nah,
then he's jacked up about getting in the ring too. His adrenaline and heart is already going before he
Going.
does any of that stuff.
I need
Remember,
him.
he's at the top. He's at the top outside with the crowd in the concession area, dapping up and getting hyped up before he even enters the
Yeah.
arena. So he's already hyped before
Yeah.
he even goes
He
down
had a
the stairs.
disadvantage.
I need him to go get the die. He has to go
Like
get the
you-
die.
Like you go do that, and then now Gunther's supposed to lay on your back and choke you. Like, but
gotta get the-
I'm watching
he just-
NXT right now. There was 4 black dudes in the ring, and 2 of them was champions. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Four
L
black
has
dudes
this
in the
thing.
ring
He thinks Trips is a little racist. L think there's racism in the WWE.
Trips ain't racist, but Trips got his favorites.
Seth is his favorite, clearly.
Seth, his boys are Seth. His boys are Sheamus. Because why in 2025 is Sheamus and Rusev opening up a Monday Night Raw after a 2-night SummerSlam? Where they do that at?
And how many minutes were they out there?
And they got to fight backstage the whole night.
They got all that camera time.
Sheamus, that's his guy. Like the NXT people that he's the old black and gold NXT people. You're always gonna see them on a certain level because those are Triple H people.
And that's why I say
Be-
about this Seth reign, it reminds me of the Reign of Terror. It reminds me so much of that Reign of Terror that Triple H had from 2002 to 2008 or 9. That dude remained on top. He had that racist angle, and Butler gonna love this. He had that racist angle with Booker T, where he said what he called them boy and you people. Yo, you would have really went crazy, Butler, if you saw that. I'm telling you right now.
I binge watched it. I saw it.
That right there. But in that moment, yo, I'm telling you, it was a split in WWE. Yo, it was such a split in WWE, you know. But listen, I'll go one further with you, Butler. I'll give you this. We've been talking about people having the world title and the WWE title. Kofi got the WWE title when the world title was more prevalent. Mark Henry got the world title when the WWE title was more prevalent. They never give the more prevalent world title to the black person at the time.
And then they usually make it more prevalent once the person who takes it off of them becomes the champion.
Exactly, like Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar has ended the last black champion's reigns in seconds. In seconds, every black champion.
That was Vince. That was Vince though, and Vince is gone. But that was Vince making a whole lot of bad last minute decisions. Like
Vince being
that
Vince.
that whole thing. Let's take the title off Kofi so Brock can have it and fight some guy from the UFC that nobody knows.
And nobody cared about.
He broke the heart of the nation to just be like, who? What?
And 9 seconds. I think he beat him in like 8 or 9 seconds.
Kofi was, it was like 9 seconds.
But I'm sorry, yo. Nothing.
Big E.
I don't
they
care.
took it off of him in record time.
I said
It
that
was
on my
Brock that-
TikTok.
It was Brock that took it off Big E.
Yep.
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 It's always Brock.
And it was in record
But listen,
time.
man, I just
Brock,
don't.
Brock is the nigga
That
killer.
Clip that. Brock Lesnar, that's a T-shirt. Brock Lesnar,
Oh,
the nigga killer.
yo, but it's true. It's true.
It's true.
I'm sorry,
It's
everybody.
true, it's
I'm
true,
sorry.
It's true. You ain't got to apologize. It's true.
I don't care that the moments. Another black person on NXT right now, L. I'm just trying to let you know. It's like they're prevalent.
But that's the,
Oh, no,
that's the, but
there-
that's
there are-
the
there are-
minor leagues, George. Come
But
on,
there's
now.
plenty
That's the
of
minor
great
leagues.
black talent.
NXT is a brand, and it's my favorite brand. I prefer NXT over Raw and SmackDown.
That's
They
because Sean
get
ain't holding
busy.
nobody back.
They get busy.
It's NXT. It's the minor leagues.
It's the minor
the
leagues,
minor
whether you
leagues.
like it or not.
Absolutely
Yo,
not.
George. You know
You
what?
gotta
As a matter of
stop.
fact, I'm gonna settle this right now. You know how I'm gonna settle it?
Oh,
There's a salary difference.
okay, yeah, absolutely. I give you that.
There's a
I
salary
hear that.
difference. You know what? You don't see no merch for no NXT fighters.
Yes, you do.
There is merch for NXT.
Not much. And who's buying it? Do you
It is
have
on
any merch from any?
It is on WWEshop.com.
Do
They
you
got
have
merch?
any merch? Do you have any merch from an NXT fighter?
No.
Has anybody purchased an NXT belt?
People have actually.
I got a SummerSlam '89 hat and a King of the Ring hat last week because it was on sale. So
Is it
that's
NXT?
probably it.
It's not
No,
NXT.
it's NXT. SummerSlam '89 and King of the Ring. That's the way.
So you know what they are in the NXT?
Workers, they go crazy.
The dogs eating from the master's table.
They're the minor
Absolutely
leagues.
not.
They're the minor leagues.
They're
They are a
Syrophoenicians.
brand.
It's a
They are
brand,
a
but it's the
brand.
minor leagues.
They're the
They are a
Syrophoenician
brand.
woman.
It's a brand, George. I don't disagree with you, but it
crumbs
is
from the
the
master's
minor
table.
leagues.
Yay, Lord. But even the dogs get the crumbs from the master's table.
Even the dogs get the crumbs.
Listen, that women's division in NXT.
I'm sorry, I'm too much of a preacher, y'all.
It's fun. I get it.
That women's
Best
division
women-
in NXT,
Best
though.
women's division in wrestling.
Yes.
The WWE, absolutely. Absolutely.
Ms.
And that's only because there's no
Ms.
room and
Parker,
and they keep on bringing back. That girl's gonna be a star.
Miss Parker,
Jada Parker,
Miss Parker,
Lash Legend, those two.
Lash Legend, and Miss Parker, and Jada
Jada Parker is going to be the biggest. She's gonna be one of
She's
the
going to be the
biggest
biggest women's
stars.
star ever. Yes.
Trust
And
that.
she's getting better on the microphone each and every week too.
She's the best. To me, she's the best woman on the mic in the whole E.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Naomi first now. Naomi has taken that spot. Because every time Naomi messes up Stephanie Vaquer's name, I pass out.
Oh, it's hilarious. They called her Stephanie Velcro
up
last
there.
night.
Becky's
I
good on the
died.
mic too. She killed.
Becky
She killed
last
Nikki
night.
Bella last night.
Becky killed
Becky
last
killed
night,
last
but
night.
Becky is uneven on the microphone to me.
But that was like, they talked in the back like, hey, you
That
mind
was
if
low
I bring
hanging
up
fruit.
you mind if I bring up John? You know, they'll love it. Yeah, why not?
Well, of course, because they can't let happen what happened. You saw Unreal because
Man.
after what Tiffany did to Charlotte, Triple H was like,
26.
could you tell her we don't do that?
26
Yo.
years old. That's 26 years old right there.
That's what that was.
That's exactly
That's
what
what
that
that was.
was. And I don't like you
So
like that.
y'all talked about how they destroyed Jade Cargill, how they killed her momentum. Y'all talked about that.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about it.
She's not destroyed.
George says he understands.
She-
They should,
she's
George.
not destroyed.
George, they shouldn't have let her fight there. They need to protect her and continue to build her, not let her win Queen of the Ring and then lose clean to Tiffany Stratton. At least let Tiffany Stratton cheat to beat the Juggernaut, but don't let her beat her clean in the middle of the ring. Clean in the
But
middle of the
there's-
ring, George.
There's got to be some rhyme to the reason for that. There wasn't the actual rivalry itself didn't have enough build for there to be nastiness enough for her to beat her dirty. There
I
was
agree.
nobody else. There was nobody else involved.
Then beat her by
Like-
count out. Then beat her by count out.
The only thing I can think that makes sense is a Nia Jax does something to Jade to make Jade lose.
But,
That,
but
like,
Nia Jax is in a feud in NXT right now.
But that's what I'm saying. But like nothing else really made sense but for her to lose like that.
But
The only thing that
clean?
makes sense post this happening is Jade has to turn heel now. Because you made it clear that Tiffany's your babyface. You've done that. That win makes it clear that you have strapped the babyface rocket on the women's division on, as George would say, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed person.
They
The
keep him.
Charlotte Flair lookalike.
They
So-
keep him.
So you got to turn Jade heel now. You got to.
But how they gonna
We'll
do that
see.
if they trying to get her to fight Naomi in a couple months at WrestleMania or at the Royal Rumble? Because
Maybe
you
they
know
wait-
that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get that triple threat going.
Maybe they leave that alone, and when Bianca clears, Bianca becomes her opponent.
Yeah, I think once Bianca gets healthy, that's when the smoke clears and they can operate
Because I believe that's
better.
part of the reason why they moved Naomi to the other show.
to
That
protect
too.
to protect them both. Yes.
Yep. Everything's in a holding pattern right now to me, especially with Jade doing a movie. I think everything is just like so. I get y'all point about the momentum, and she probably should have lost dirty, but I just don't see
But a clean George, I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? A clean
the whole
pin
match
on
was rushed.
Jade in the
On top of that, like a SummerSlam match should not be 7 minutes. Like this SmackDown match is longer than that.
Right.
exactly,
So
and then to pin her clean in 7 minutes. That just doesn't rhyme with me.
They threw
yeah,
it. It was thrown together.
it was thrown together.
Yes.
I'll give you that. I'll
Yeah.
give you that. I'll give you that.
We
I'll give
was
you that.
going crazy in the chat, like we couldn't believe it.
Y'all don't want to hear what I got to say, so I'm just not going to say it.
Say it. This is what we're here for.
Race,
Racism?
Let's just pass the home.
racism.
It ain't racism if Jade is making way more than Tiffany is. Trust me, she's fine. She's absolutely
And she's
fine.
about to do a movie. Ain't nobody calling for Tiffany Stratton to do no movies.
On top of things.
Nope. Nope. No. I think that's part of the reason why she lost too. I don't think she's. Remember, she's doing this for fun.
Right, because listen, the WWE, she went to the WWE for exactly why she's doing what she's doing. She was not getting any movie offers or nothing in AEW. WWE, she is getting ready to make a movie.
Yep.
This girl is getting ready to
As
be
she should.
a double star.
I think she's older than. I think she's older than Bianca.
Jade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she is. And George, I didn't know she was from the Caribbean until she came out.
Yeah.
She's
last
Jamaican.
night.
Jamaican heritage. Yep.
I didn't
That's when I
know,
knew
George.
That's when I knew she was gonna lose though. When she came out with the
Ah,
When
George.
she came out there
What's
in the
wrong with you?
flag,
No. When she had on that black, yellow, and green, I was like,
I did not
went,
know she was from Jamaica.
yeah,
No,
she's Jamaican.
Jade Cargill is 33 years old.
Yo,
33?
yo.
33.
Okay.
She's
Yeah,
still
she's
she
wrestling
hasn't
for
even hit
fun.
her prime yet.
She's wrestling for fun, man. Her husband is loaded. Their whole family's
They,
loaded.
they own a professional softball team. Like
Yeah.
they just rich for
She's
no reason. Like she
she's
got like
doing this
6
for
cars.
fun.
She did a TikTok
Yeah.
like 2 weeks ago just showing off her cars. I'm like,
I
really,
seen
bro?
that too. This is my weekday car. I'm like,
Like, bro, right? Like you saw it. Like,
Right.
bro, really?
these kids at NXT's eating part of me, and you up
Right.
here talking about
And she's a family woman too. That's the good thing
Yeah.
about it.
yeah.
But I'm not surprised. She's from again Caribbean, Jamaican heritage.
Mhm.
I'm not surprised she's got that type of head on her shoulders. It does not surprise me at all, one bit.
I love her.
Yeah, she's
I
awesome.
do too. Yo,
She's
did y'all see
awesome.
that video I sent y'all in the chat of Roxanne, not Roxanne, Raquel Rodriguez doing the prayer?
Yes.
Man, she knows him, don't she?
She know him.
I said, oh, Roxanne
she knows-
saved.
Listen,
Come on, Roxanne.
And she
She
ended
knows.
it. She
Raquel
ended it in
Rodriguez.
Jesus'
I
name.
said, okay, Raquel.
She ended it in Jesus' name. I said,
Listen,
You
Raquel
quick in at the end of the
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Yeah, the quick in at the end of the break.
I said, whoa.
Listen,
She
I
knows
did a
him.
Baptist. I said, say your prayers. Say your prayers.
Oh my gosh. Who else? Nathan Frazier from Fraxium. Man, unashamed. He be on Twitter just preaching. He be going sick. But I think that TLC match was one of the best TLC matches I've ever seen.
That match
It was the most teams, that's for sure.
The SmackDown division showed off.
The only thing that upset me, yes, I have to find something, was the Candice LeRae spot. Because I'm like,
It's an awesome spot.
no, the fact that she was even in the ring trying to get her interfering, I have no problem with. Her trying
I
to get the
thought
belts.
she broke. I
didn't
thought
make
she
any
broke her
sense.
leg, man.
Oh man, she went down hard, bro.
I legit
The fact
thought
that she
her
was
leg
able to
broke.
walk out of there was huge by itself.
I thought her quadricep was split, and I thought her leg was broke when
I don't
she
like
hit
leg
that
injuries.
ladder.
I don't
That
like
spot
leg
was
injuries.
amazing. That spot was amazing. Did you see the interview that DIY had after the
Yes.
Hilarious.
I
Honestly,
don't like.
real tears, real tears,
I
real
don't
tears
like
for them
leg
up there.
injuries.
yo,
No leg
Ciampa and
injuries.
Gargano are really funny. They're funny together. Their chemistry is hilarious.
Listen, they fought for how many years before they became cool? Yo, they carried NXT for years. That rivalry
That's how I was introduced to NXT.
with them, right?
With them, yeah. Somebody told me to check out, like, yo, Takeover is coming on tonight. Watch it. And I'm watching it. And I'm like, oh, that was dope. And then they showed how Triple H used to do. He used to put up the TM trademark 2011. I'm like, okay, it's over. And I got up to go do something. I just heard, oh, and I turned around. I looked, I'm like,
Like, what just happened, right?
yeah.
Yo,
Yo,
Ciampa
that
and
shit was
Gargano
sick.
used to tear the house down, man.
Ciampa
That
used
black
to
and
have-
gold brand was built on them. It was built on their
Ciampa
back.
used to have so much heat. He had no theme song. He would walk to the ring with no theme song, and the crowd would erupt
And boo,
with
yeah.
booms.
Yeah.
Classic
that's
babyface,
nuts.
classic heel. Clear cut. There was no tweening. Clear cut babyface, clear cut heel.
This is not at the PC. This is Darren Barclays, and it's packed to the rafters, booing the mess out of him. Like, oh my gosh, yo, real heat,
Yeah.
real heat, man.
But
So are we at Clash in Paris? We getting a 6-man tag? That's what we getting at Clash in Paris? We getting a 6-man tag Clash in Paris, aren't we?
probably.
You got a continuation of the,
Probably.
some PLEs is main course and some PLEs are appetizers.
Yeah,
so
we're gonna get a 6-man LA Knight, Roman Reigns, CM Punk versus Division. That's
I
what
need
we're
them
gonna
to
get.
I need them to settle on something.
The Division, that's their name. Division.
That's their
Division.
name. They said it last night.
Division.
The division.
No,
The
Division.
So
Evolution.
y'all are not
Evolution
not feeling
2.0.
y'all not
No,
feeling
we
the
not
vision.
feeling it, George. No.
Evolution
They are
2.0.
George, you know they forcing us down.
I'm not feeling this
Come
faction.
on, man.
They're forcing it down our throats, and then the whole taking the sneakers gimmicks is
Oh,
so
it's terrible. It's
Oh, we
terrible.
talked about
crazy.
that, Butler, before you got on. Yes.
That's bully business. You take his J's.
Bro,
George.
I'm like, yo, we on
George,
125
stop.
and Leonard.
George, stop. No, George, stop. Stop.
That's bully business. You take the dude's shoes.
George, stop.
Yo, we have
You're trying
Bronx
to
High
sell
School of
it.
Science.
You're
again.
trying
No.
to sell it. Don't sell it. It's
Listen,
whack.
it gotta
D-Lo,
click.
D-Lo,
It
we
got-
have Bronx,
it gotta-
we have Bronx Science in the early 90s again. Is that where we are on Halloween?
We outside of Brooklyn Tech on Halloween. The Westinghouse will walk over there on Halloween.
Yo, that used to be. I ain't even gonna hold you. That used to be.
We had automotive on Freshman Friday.
We had DeKalb Avenue.
Right. We did
Yo,
the Calb
well,
Avenue train station. Yep.
Let me say this. Since you mentioned automotive on Freshman Friday, y'all never came across that park to 126. It never happened. and that was junior high school with 9th grade in it. They never came across the street to my junior high school. That automotive used to be wildin', but they never came across the street to 126. It
Yo,
never happened.
automotive used to be wildin'. Sarah J used to be wildin'. ED used to be wildin'.
Eastern
Eastern
District.
District was wild.
Yo, Eastern District was wild.
Erasmus Hall in Flatbush would be wildin'. Tilden would be wildin'. God, man.
We used to
I don't
beat-
know how we made it out of there alive.
We used to
brothers.
beat the brakes off the Eastern District in basketball and try to figure out how we was gonna get out of the building alive.
Right.
We would beat them by 40 and like, okay, we gotta go home, y'all. We gotta.
How you the
How we getting
the
out of here?
goal The goal was to make it to the L train.
To the L train, yeah.
Down them steps.
Like, listen.
That ED boy, woo.
Eastern District was crazy, y'all. Eastern
Shout
District
out to
was
what's
crazy.
now known as Grand Street campus. But,
Listen to me.
Listen,
but
to
Eastern,
us, it's gonna always
it's
be
Eastern
ED.
District, right? It's gonna always be Eastern District.
Now you know what's crazy though? You wanna know what's crazy? For us, it's Eastern District, but for the people who went to the original Eastern District, that's just a new building to them.
Well, that's true.
There
Yes.
was an original Eastern. Yo, I remember as in the summertime. I remember the summertime being off. My grandmother lived directly across the street on Bushwick Ave in Williamsburg Projects, and I watched that school get built
Wow.
brick by brick. I watched that school get built. That school used to be the site of a Jewish hospital.
Well, years later, before they stopped the bus, I used to drive the 13
The
by
woman
there.
of God is home.
I used to drive the 13, and then they stopped it from going up there. Now the last stop is up there on Wyckoff Avenue. So I used to take some of them students. Yeah, it was much calmer when I was older. It wasn't nowhere near when we were
No, when we
were
was kids,
going to school.
I'm sure the bus drivers that drove us was like, "Oh my god."
I was at Grover Cleveland. We were a very nice school. We didn't have those problems. Q54 straight down Metropolitan. One side of the school was in Queens. The other side of the school was in
Brooklyn.
Richwood. In Bushwick, Brooklyn.
Bushwick. Yep. One side was in Ridgewood. The other side was in Bushwick.
Listen, Queens has some rough schools too now.
Oh, absolutely.
Queens has some rough ones too, boy. That August Martin was like a tweener. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, people try to August Martin was so bad. I'm like, not really.
It really wasn't. It really wasn't.
No, you know what was the bad school in Queens? Queens Vocational.
Yep.
They were crazy.
Keisha,
Keisha.
I'm going there. I'm getting ready to go there in a second.
Yeah, Keisha.
Go
It's
where?
time. It's time for some heads to roll.
Where you going? I ain't see the comment.
Shifting gears from the WWE
We going over there to the 4 train.
into the now we're gonna head to the 4 train, heading up to the Bronx at 161st and River Avenue, that little ballpark that's on that corner over there.
Ah, yes.
And
The beloved New York Yankees.
right
Oh,
now,
Lord.
the Yankees look terrible.
Let me go watch the rest of NXT. Y'all go kill these Yankees. All right, child.
Yo, Jay, we said
George.
from now on when George comes on the show, we have to do
We're gonna give him the Norm
George
greeting.
like we're in Cheers.
Oh,
So we come with George.
George!
All right, y'all.
All right.
George. All right, man. So the New York Yankees have been in a free fall pretty much since before.
Y'all said it was the dog days of summer.
Going
I
into the
called
All-Star break, it started.
Y'all said it was the dog days of summer. I called this. I said we don't look good.
And I'm not that I was on the fence before.
Mets
But
look
I'm
very good, by the way.
That's true.
Mets look very good.
That's
Lindor,
because
and it's not even because of Soto. Lindor and Alonso is carrying that team. But
Oh, yeah.
anyway,
They have an assortment of uniforms. They look better.
this guy.
That's a whole nother conversation. Listen, that's a whole nother conversation. But
They look better. They look better. That makes them play better because they look better.
I am firmly behind the idea of the New York Yankees getting rid of their entire front office staff.
Let's go.
But Brian,
General
how long
manager.
has Cashman been here?
30 years, just about. 30 years.
It's over. He's irrelevant now. He does not know what style of baseball player to pick in this culture. He is still trying to pick players that fit the 1996 mold.
Sound familiar?
Uh-oh.
Sound familiar?
It's like the dig it to Thibodeau guy.
Sound familiar? Sound familiar, Butler? Come on, you just said
Well,
it out of your own mouth.
Leon-
Sound familiar?
Leon and Wes did what they were supposed to do.
What did the Knicks do to that guy?
He was gone.
So guess what needs to happen with this guy?
It's time for him to go. So
Here's
they don't
your
want to
bring this
fire
up.
him.
For
and
the
he-
first time,
They
did we
don't
have
want
a
to fire
first?
him. They don't
the
want to
first
fire
time-
him, and he's
for the-
too stubborn to retire because he just should retire. You've accomplished a lot. 5 championships.
If George was alive, he would have gotten fired last week if he wasn't fired before that. But he definitely got fired last week because, as Keisha just put it up there, how the heck we get swept? For the first time in franchise history, the Yankees were swept by the Miami Marlins. That had never happened before this year. Never. Not even when they went to the World Series as the Florida Marlins and they beat us when they were actually good. We got 2 games off of them in that series, lost that series 4-2.
Yeah, Beckett was a
Yeah, Josh
beast in
Beckett.
that
Josh
game.
Beckett was
Josh
just
Beckett
yeah.
destroyed
killed us.
him.
But we were swept by the Miami Marlins, who are at the bottom of the National League East.
Sir. And that team that won that World Series was the Florida Marlins.
That's true.
That was the turquoise. That was the turquoise.
That was a turquoise team.
And that was Jim Leland. Yeah,
Jim Leland. That's
And
what's that when they were actually
Bobby
when the
Bonilla.
Marlins were actually good.
Gary Sheffield.
That team was scary.
Yeah, that's a different kind of team, y'all.
that was a baseball team.
As a
Yeah,
matter of fact,
you go back and
that's-
look at that roster. You go back and
that's
look
the
at that
kind of team.
roster.
Matter of fact, that's the kind of team that we probably should have got swept by.
Right.
What's that?
Because they couldn't hit Josh Beckett. Josh Beckett was the beast in that series.
Josh Beckett destroyed us.
They couldn't hit him. They couldn't stop him.
And so there's a free fall happening in the Bronx. And it's really a product of, quite honestly, from the games that I've had a chance to watch or see really a lot of highlights of, the Yankees are just not playing crisp baseball. And as we know, for those of us who played the game, that's on preparation. That's firmly on the coaches. Because you can't make base running mistakes like what you saw.
That's Aaron Boone. Aaron Boone.
You
That's
can't
Aaron
make
Boone.
Jazz Chisholm can't be making base running mistakes. But you saw this in the World Series last year against the Dodgers. As good as they were, the Dodgers had a scouting report last year. Keep the game close, and the Yankees will eventually beat themselves. That was their game plan. And what happened? Every game of that series.
And they couldn't stop Mookie Betts either. That was the other thing. Mookie Betts was, of course, everybody wants to talk about Ohtani, but Mookie Betts was the table setter in that series.
Ohtani didn't beat us.
Freddie Freeman
Exactly.
beat us in
It
that
was Freddie
series.
Freeman
Freddie
and
Freeman
Mookie
beat
Betts.
us.
It was Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts. That's who it had nothing to do with Ohtani.
No, we held Ohtani in check.
Yes.
He was
Everybody
a
else killed us.
non-factor. Ohtani was a non-factor.
Yeah.
But for a team to have that in their scouting report about you, to me, that's an indictment. Because that means you are not prepared.
Keep the
And
game
you gonna tell
close,
me Aaron
you will
Judge
beat
means
themselves.
that much to your lineup? I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
Something ain't right.
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
what I'm saying.
I
Something's
know
not
we-
right.
We know.
I don't know what kind of compromising pictures that Cashman has of
We
Hal
know-
Steinbrenner.
It's not something ain't right. We know what's not right. What's not right is this front office.
I don't
this
know
manager.
if he knows if Cashman knows if Steinbrenner's having an affair on his wife or something. Like I don't know.
Yeah, he's got to have somebody's number
But
because
there's no way he should still have this job.
But Beck, I was looking at all the moves they made with the pitching staff. I'm like, we thought this was going to be a great pitching staff coming into the season, though. We weren't that sold on the hitting, but we said at least the pitching was going to be, with the moves they made.
And then the pitchers started going down with injuries first week of training camp. You lost Garrett Cole for the season. Then you lost another pitcher for the season. Like, Marcus Stroman couldn't throw a strike to save his life this year for some reason after being really good last year.
And it took them this long to cut him. That's the funny thing.
They just cut him last week. Like, what are we doing?
I'm like, you're gonna wait till August to cut the guy? I mean, when you don't have any arms as it is, you might as well keep him now.
And then
Are we
today,
making
they
making
sit
the
down one of the
playoffs?
pitchers they just got from the play. Well, they now sit in the second wild card spot.
I think they'll hold on to the second
overtaken
wild
by
card.
the Red Sox. Yeah, the American League is not good this year.
They're gonna hold on to the second wild card. They're gonna get in.
The American League isn't that good this year, so they'll hold on to the second wild card. Do they get out of the first round? Probably not.
Now that's a whole nother question. Will they
Probably.
get out of the first round?
Probably not.
Because their arms are being held together by spit and tape.
So you go.
And you need pitching.
Yep.
So you go from American League champions to not getting out of the first round.
To the second wild card, yes.
Brian Cashman's got to go. Brian Cashman's got to go.
I don't know if this ownership is going to do it. I think they're loyal to him for some reason.
He got something on Hal Steinbrenner. I promise you, that's got to be it.
If Hank was still alive, then I'd say yes, it's a done deal.
Hank, George, somebody.
If Hank was here, he'd have been gone. If Hank was here, he would have been gone once we lost the World Series. You got to go. As a matter of fact, if Hank was here, he probably would not have it. He wouldn't have been. He'd have been gone maybe 4 years ago.
I was going to say he would have been going years ago if Hank was still here. Yeah,
The crazy
I
thing
agree
is
with that.
when the boss was alive, George, this is a guy who fired Buck Showalter after a season where they made the American League Championship Series. No, I'm sorry, no, the ALDS. They get in a year that they weren't even.
But the Yankees hadn't been to the.
And I was gonna say in a year that they weren't even supposed to make the playoffs,
You
and
had
he fired him.
Kelly, you had Pat Kelly and Don Mattingly and Jim Leyritz as the core of your team.
And you were a year away from Derek Jeter and Mariano Rivera.
And they got rid of Buck Showalter.
Bernie Williams was your second-year center fielder. Gerald Williams was your left fielder, who was serviceable, but he wasn't great.
I couldn't stand Gerald Williams. I'm sorry. I never liked him.
So this is the team that you sit out there. Your catcher was what was the catcher's name? Mike Stanton.
And Jim Leyritz coming off the bench.
And Jim Leyritz was the backup. You get rid of Mike Stanton.
Hit that
you
game
kept
winner in the
Leyritz.
15th inning in the rain, remember?
Yep. Oh yeah, I remember that game.
What a dramatic,
that was a great series against Seattle.
Oh, that was a great series.
I mean,
man.
even the way they lost, even though we lost it, that was probably one of the best series I've
They were
ever
up
watched.
2-0 going back to Seattle. They only had to win one game. But Showalter didn't know how to manage when he got out there. He left David Cone in the game till his arm was practically falling off.
Yep. And it got him fired. Just call it what it is.
John Wetland. He kept John Wetland in too long. They started bombing John Wetland. Listen, I remember all of them
Joe
games.
Torre, and the next year they won the World Series.
What?
So
Brought in Cecil Fielder off the bench.
brought
They
in
had
Wade
Fat
Boggs.
Fish coming off the bench.
Wade Boggs and Charlie Hayes were platooning at third base. That's still crazy to me. Wade Boggs and Charlie Hayes, two great third basemen, were your platoon at third base.
In July of 1985, I had to look this up because this is the George Steinbrenner that I need to come back. If there was ever a time I need someone to come back from the dead,
Is George Steinbrenner?
it's George Steinbrenner. Okay? July 1985, amid a losing streak and tension with players and management, Steinbrenner made the call to replace Billy Martin and Clyde King. The news hit media before the game ended, making it a rare case of a manager
got fired in the
learning
middle
his
of the
firing
game.
before the final out. He fired him during the game.
But he would always bring Billy back. They had a love-hate relationship, though.
They did.
He loved, and George really actually loved Billy Martin. He loved that guy. But yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I was a kid, but I remember that one. How could you forget it? But nobody, man, nobody's an owner like that anymore in any sport. Nobody runs their teams like that anymore. That's a throwback. In no sport does any owner operate like that anymore.
Very true.
No sport.
But
That's why George is one of a kind, man. You'll never forget him.
But every sport owes George a debt of gratitude. And yeah, this is my hot take for the day. Every sport owes George a debt of gratitude because he taught them how to make money. He's the one that taught MLB how to leverage into brand deals and different things, sponsorship.
Yeah.
The Yes Network was the first of its kind in baseball.
First regional channel for a baseball team.
What professional baseball team had its own regional channel? Nobody. Everybody maybe had a partnership with another bigger company, but he said, well, bump that. We just gonna start our own network.
He said, listen, my team is the most expensive. It's worth the most in Major League Baseball. I'm going to make the cable company come to my channel and get my channel as a channel on their network.
Right.
Y'all going to have to negotiate with me, not with Major League Baseball.
What
You're going to negotiate with me.
They said he came up with the idea while they were negotiating with MSG. Because remember, there used to be an MSG, and MSG wanted to go up on the rights fees. And George was like, well, why would I pay you when I can just start my own network? And if you remember that the year before, that was the year that they had that big lockout where Cablevision and the Yankees were not seeing eye to eye, and there were no Yankee games on TV for like half a season. The next year they announced we're starting the Yes Network.
And that was all she wrote.
That was it. George was not playing, but now I'm sure George is smiling from wherever he is, whichever direction he went, we don't know. But he's smiling from whatever direction he's in because now the Yes Network and the MSG Network are partners. That's disgusting. George was a visionary. He saw this 30 years ago when 20 years ago when he did the Yes Network.
I have to end that subscription. Thanks for reminding me.
What the Yes Network?
The app.
Gotham.
The Gotham Sports Network that we pay.
I mean, I'm not sure if I want to end it because I do a lot of traveling. I'm always out of town. Man, I probably.
Yeah, I can't. Well, I have mine through my provider, so I get all that.
See, when I come to Georgia, I can't watch the Atlanta Hawks, so I got to keep mine.
Right.
There's no way I'm watching Trae Young. I was in.
Nobody wants to watch Trae Young.
I was in Dick's Sporting Goods today, and they got nothing but Trae Young jerseys. I'm like, get me out.
Yeah, you in Atlanta.
I'm like, get me out of here.
So, it's been reported that the NBA is removing the dunk contest. And
they did that one year before.
I think that was fake news though for this year.
Is it?
I think so. I saw it in passing, but I said I was gonna look into it later. I haven't had the opportunity to really dig into it.
Did that one year. They took it away and then they brought it back.
They brought it back. They brought it back for Vince Carter, and Vince Carter brought it back for the fans. I remember because it was going for a good little while.
It was gone. Yes, they've done this before.
It was going for a good little while.
But I think if it's true, this time it's not coming back.
No.
Keisha, are you still out there? If you are, let me know because I do have to bring this up since we're talking basketball real quick. Very quietly during WNBA All-Star Weekend a couple of weeks ago, Unrivaled announced something humongous. Unrivaled. Yo, Nafisa Kalia, Breanna Stewart, y'all should be running the WNBA. Keisha's here. Okay. They announced that every top college basketball star on the women's side are all officially unrivaled sponsored NIL deals, which guarantees them a play. Yes.
What?
Unrivaled. Let me get the list, because your girl is on the list too. So before she had signed an NIL contract, before she signed a WNBA contract, Juju Watkins is unrivaled. Flage, unrivaled. Before they're even in the W, Unrivaled got them all. They went through the list. Who are all the top women? We want all of them. And they got them.
They about to put the WNBA out of business. The WNBA, they better get this collective
bargaining agreement. Yes,
this collective bargaining agreement. They better get it right, because if they don't get it right, the WNBA will fold like the XFL.
What was that other women's league they had? And they folded when Katie Smith used to play for them. I forgot the name of that league.
Yeah, I know who you. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, because there were two leagues. It was the W and then it was them. I like that league better than the W.
Because Dawn Staley played in that league first.
Yes, I loved that. That was a great league.
They better get that. They better get that CBA right. If they don't get that CBA right, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad, because they already looking at a lockout.
Unrivaled signs 14 of the top women's basketball players.
It's gonna be a lockout. Those shirts, pay us what you owe us, or pay us what we deserve.
Oh, this is gonna be a lockout. This is absolutely gonna be a lockout.
Yeah, because they're not getting any money off of the merchandising like they want. They're not even talking about pay them like the men. They're just saying give us the percentages. Off of like your merchandising or whatever. And they're not even getting that. So
let me give you the roster for the 14 that Unrivaled has signed. Lauren Betts from UCLA. Her sister Sienna Betts from UCLA. Madison Booker from University of Texas. Audi Crooks from Iowa State. AZ Fudd from UConn, who is amazing. Malaysia Fulwiley from LSU. Hannah Hidalgo from Notre Dame. Flau'jae Johnson, LSU. Tania Latson, from South Carolina. Olivia Miles, who's great, from TCU. Kiki Rice from UCLA. Sarah Strong from UConn. Silas Swords from Michigan. And Juju Watkins, USC. Unrivaled got all 14 of the top college women. Yo, it's over. It's over.
They're gonna end up starting expanding to a league to teams soon. They're gonna have enough money to be able to do it. They're gonna have franchises soon.
Oh, they said they're expanding. They already said it. They're expanding. In their second year. WNBA is almost 30. But I digress.
And Caitlin Clark ain't welcomed. That's crazy.
Keisha said Clark's going overseas.
They don't need Caitlin Clark.
They don't.
They don't need her. The W needs her. They don't need her. The W need Caitlin Clark, but Unrivaled don't need. Man, listen.
First of all, one half of the founders of Unrivaled is a black woman. So let's start there. One half is a black woman.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting because it's definitely going to be a lockout. When this season is done, they hitting the picket line. It's not even a picket line because the owners are locking them out. That's what it is. So.
Owners are going to lock them out. And listen, I just, that gives Nafisa and Breonna Stewart the pick of the litter where it comes to Unrivaled. Like, y'all come on over here. Take the best of the best and bring them on over. Because you got to remember who most of the top players are already unrivaled already. Now you just added 14 of the best college players. You gave them all NIL deals to secure that when they graduate, they coming over here.
Wow.
That was
That's a power
and,
move.
And I was gonna say, that was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. Like, let me guarantee your loyalty here. We got you through college if you come play with us.
So that means they can stay in college.
They're gonna, yeah, they're all gonna still play. Remember, Juju is out for a season, so she's first of all, Juju has an extra year because she's gonna be redshirted because of her
Redshirted.
injury.
So they can stay in college, play in college, and be getting paid
By Unrivaled.
unrivaled.
Yes.
That's because of the new NIL rules with the NCAA.
Yeah.
Yo, they are.
I forgot what dude they were saying in the NBA. He decided not to come out because he's gonna make more on the
staying in
NIL
college.
deal going to college than he will be getting drafted.
Yo, that means unrivaled. Nah, yo, unrivaled made a chess move against the WNBA.
Sure did.
It's
Sure
a power
did.
move, dog.
That is
move.
a power. Yo,
While y'all
that
fighting
is
over
a-
money, we gonna show them the money.
no. Because here's the killer part, though. Here's the killer part. You got WNBA players that's in
Who are already in Unrivaled,
that
right?
are on unrivaled, and
Yep.
they probably they definitely co-signed the deal. Like, do it.
Yeah.
That's a
But that's
Right,
because the
because you got to remember
WNBA
the first set of players from Unrivaled are all part. One of the deals that they got from the beginning was Unrivaled made them all part owners,
right.
so they all signed off on that deal. They all signed off.
That's
on
why
that
he's
deal.
saying Breonna Stewart is a part owner.
they backed the WNBA into a corner that they can't get out of unless they break open the bank. They're gonna have to break open the bank. And here's the truth. Here we go again. These white people, this corporate machine, they are taking advantage of our young people, our black athletes. They're taking advantage. Those are all white ran companies that are holding the money because ain't none of them going broke.
Chris Rock said it best. Shaq was rich. The
Guy who
owners
Shaq
are wealthy.
paycheck is wealthy. Exactly.
That's what Chris Rock said.
He did.
He said Shaq is rich, but the
owners-
Lakers are wealthy.
Yo, and so the WNBA is backed into a corner. If you want to save this league,
It's really the NBA, really. The NBA is backed into a because that's who subsidizes the W.
Well, once the new TV deal kicks in, that's no longer the case. So it'll be the WNBA because based
But
upon
this
the
is
law,
going to be critical. It's going to be
Right.
This is going to be a critical move for the coming out the gate on your own for the first time. You got to make this right.
you got to, and that's why they can't afford a lockout.
they can't afford a
They
lockout.
can't afford a lockout.
That will bankrupt. Ooh, this is nasty
and
work.
that
This
will
is
kill,
nasty work.
That was
it will kill
Osman-
their momentum, and there's already another league in place to take your players.
All of your players.
There's already another league in place.
There's another league in place to take all of your players.
And not for nothing, people really enjoyed Unrivaled because the way the game is. That 3-on-3 full court is crazy. And people were loving it.
But they're going to expand eventually to 5-on-5. It's coming.
Well, they'll be able to expand it because the WNBA won't have no league.
And like Bishop D'Lo said, you got players in the W who are part owners. They're the ones that put the W in this position right here. They're like, all right, we gonna double dip. We gonna get paid over here, and we gonna make sure you got to do right over here. That's what they did.
Yo, that is wild. Because if you
It's chess, not checkers.
imagine if you are imagine if you're a 5-star recruit going into college. You coming out of high school with an NIL.
They going into college out of high school
with
with
bread,
an NIL.
with an NIL on top of They getting percentages off of jersey sales now. They getting they brought back college. They brought back college video games.
EA Sports brought back the college video games. Yep.
Players
So
are
now
getting name,
they gotta
image, and
sell the
now.
likeness. They gotta pay them for the likeness.
They got to pay
and
them
the
gotta
name,
pay
image,
them
and like
name,
so they get a cut of
NIL.
that now too.
Name,
EA Sports is going to be
image, and
handing out
likeness.
NILs now
So-
too. Yep.
So not only are you getting a full ride at school, you're getting a full ride at school. You're getting paid
millions.
millions. People are going to be staying in college for 4 years.
Why do you think Angel Reese didn't come out when she was supposed when she could have? She
Yo.
stayed because she had an NIL deal. She
They're
was
gonna be
getting
staying-
paid big.
They're going to
Yeah.
be staying.
Yeah, somebody wrote a book about it. Somebody wrote a book about her last year at LSU and
Yeah.
how like there was talk of like you're gonna come out now. She was like, no.
She's like, why would I?
Why?
She said, why
They're
would
gonna
I?
be they're going to be staying in college for
She
the
said
4
on her
years.
she said on her live stream she has not spent a WNBA check yet.
She banking that. She's
They're gonna-
still living off NIL money.
They're gonna stay in college.
And her brand deals.
And here's what's gonna happen. When these basketball players, when these football players, when they start staying in college for 4 years, it's gonna take away the value of the brand of the professional sports. First of all, let's just be honest. College sports has now become professional sports.
It
Because
is.
once you're paying a player to do it, they are now a professional.
And this is what Deion Sanders was saying last season. He was saying, listen, then we got to treat this like free agency now. And that's what
Calipari said the same thing in last.
Yeah,
I was
they
watching
go
them last
into the-
week.
They go
Calipari
into
did
the
the same
portal. They leave college. What's the boy from St. John's that just left? Because him and
R.J.
Pitino-
Lewis.
R.J. Lewis, he went into the portal.
thing. Dummy.
Mommy.
He gambled on himself and lost.
Lost.
Now he's on a
not that
two-way
good.
contract. Now he's on a two-way contract.
And
Yeah,
he's not that good.
Now-
He
now
should have
he playing at West Fourth.
should have stayed in the portal or stayed at St. John's. He would have
Should've
made
stayed
more
at-
money.
If I got a chance to play for Rick Pitino for another, Rick Pitino's gonna get me pro ready. Like,
Yeah.
stay another year, collect your
won't.
NIL money, and play for Pitino.
He would
dummy.
have got NIL money.
Right.
That's the thing.
You get your NIL money and you get another year under the tutelage of the best college coach probably in history.
Here's
Not
what's
named
gonna
Adolph
happen.
Rupp.
Here's
And
what's
you,
gonna
and you
happen, Bob.
possibly get St. John's in a position for a national championship.
Right.
That's going to boost your stock value
Right.
like that.
Because with his recruiting class and then RJ Lewis returning, they would have been the preseason favorite to win it all.
Well, they're preseason favorites now, actually.
Exactly.
But that's what we saying. If he would have
Exactly.
stayed, there was no reason for him to leave. It was dumb.
Your stock goes up just by you staying another year.
College
At St.
basketball,
John's.
girls' college basketball is getting ready to be more exciting than professional basketball.
It already is.
They're
It already
staying.
is. It already
It
is.
already
staying.
is.
They're
It's definitely
staying
more
for 4 years.
fun than the
Watch this.
WNBA.
They're staying for 4 years and still playing in Unrivaled during their time in school. So not only are you getting paid the NIL, but once you go into Unrivaled, you're able to play there and play. You're getting paid. You're getting 3 checks. You're getting
Absolutely.
you're getting your NIL check. You're getting your tuition paid, and you're also getting your Unrivaled check.
And if you happen to get some marketing,
And
You get a deal,
And
some
if you start getting
sponsorship.
sponsors, oh,
that's why Angel Reese said she hasn't cashed a WNBA check yet.
I just hate those sneakers that she put out. Those Reeboks. Those.
Guess what?
They flying off the shelf, bro.
I know.
That's what
They
I'm about to
flying
tell
off the
you.
shelf, bro.
That's what I'm telling you. They flying off the shelf.
Them Caitlin Clarks ain't flying off the shelf. I tell you that.
No.
Those are going nowhere, Keisha.
But them Angel Reese
Listen,
joints,
kudos to Shaq. Y'all know Shaq is the president of basketball at Reebok.
ain't
Yeah.
Allen Iverson part
Yeah.
of Reebok too?
He's part of it. Part of it too.
Allen
Shaq,
Iverson
Shaq
is
is the
VP.
boss over there.
Allen Iverson is VP.
They done brought Reebok back, Doc.
Listen, with a female basketball player.
Wow.
And that's why Shaq threatened
RG3. RG3 is a clown. I'm
He's
not
like,
even
yo, I'm
gonna
gonna
get
punch
into
you
that.
in your face.
He said, "Keep talking. I'll punch you in
He's
your mouth."
talking about my little sis. I'm gonna come and next time I see you, I'm gonna punch you in your face. He said, I'm the one telling her to calm and chill. That's Shaq's investment. That's what that is. You're not gonna talk about my money. You ain't gonna mess
Yeah,
with
you
my
messing
money.
with my money, bro. You
Key said
messing with my money.
Key said the injury situation can be an issue. It doesn't stop the players from getting their money though. The money's guaranteed.
Yep.
The money is guaranteed. If they get injured, their money is guaranteed.
Angel Reese sneakers are corny, but what we're saying is that's not stopping them from going off the shelf. That's what we're saying.
Honestly, I don't think they're corny. I kind of like them. Now, I wouldn't wear Reeboks, but I kind of like them.
Angel Reese got a burger at McDonald's.
She got
It's
a burger
meal.
at McDonald's.
It's a freaking
man.
meal.
She got a freaking meal like Cardi B had.
She has a cereal. Angel Reese Puffs.
Remember Cardi B and Offset had the meal at McDonald's like 2 or 3 years ago? She got the same thing.
And Saweetie had a meal for a while, and now she got the deal. And your girl got Angel Reese Puffs from Reese's. Girl got a cereal.
She got a cereal. She got sneakers.
Shaq wants Angel on the... Shut up, Keisha.
well, I'll just say this. Who says he don't already got her?
Oh, Lord. Good night, everybody.
Time to go. All right. I was crashing anyway.
J Mac took it there. That's it.
I was crashing anyway. I got work to do. I got work to do for J Mac. I got work to do for Sean Mason. I got work to do, y'all.
You got work. He got work to do. We all got work to do.
Yeah, and I gotta go pick up my wife. She was
We got
nice
a
enough
meeting
to
at 11 o'clock. Meeting.
We got a meeting at 11 a.m. Yes, sir.
All right.
Well, bless the Lord for the 11 a.m. meetings. Before we go, shout it out, J Mac. Let the people know when the official enthronement is.
Official enthronement, new date, December the 6th. December the 6th, 11 a.m. at the Rugged Cross Baptist Church in Brooklyn, 1084 Lafayette Avenue. And the Episcopal consultant is none other than the Bishop Robert Butler II.
Butler, talk about them books.
4 letters.
Talk about the books. Let's get out of here.
Married Man Moment is available online now. Long Live the Church is actually available online now. I made a mistake and put it up there without Bishop Figueroa's forward, but we will have that up there soon.
Well, you can get that fixed. So that's
that's
an easy fix.
That's Long Live the Church. Married Man Moment, 40-day journal on becoming the wife, becoming the husband she always wanted. It's Well, why don't you come on, since you want to be heard. Come on out here and no. Come.
Keisha, did you really say that? Did Keisha really say that?
She did.
Keisha, did you really?
Keisha out of control.
Come sell the book.
Keisha is out of control, y'all.
Does the book?
She is out of control.
Say it loud. Does the stuff in the book work? Is it a good formula? There you go. 40-day journal on becoming the husband that she always wanted. That's Married Man Moment. Long Live the Church is out. That oil for this church will be out soon. And the blackout is over. I'm waiting for Keyshawn's forward for that. And I'll have the package available. I'm one of the vendors at Holy Convocation this year. We do have vendors at $250.
Vendor slots available, $250
for all 4 nights. If you're selling anything, come on through and see me. You might be able to get an early bird package for free. It's something, holler at me. And let's
wait, free? We not giving nothing away.
No, not free.
I was say fix that. We not giving nothing away.
Let's perpetuate black dollars. Let's keep the black dollars within the black community, and let's support one another. I don't care what it is. If you're selling T-shirts, if you're selling if you're selling T-shirts, if you're selling
Shut up, Keisha.
if you're selling books, if you're selling food, make sure it's good. And
Please, please make sure it's
with
good.
that package, if you pay the $250 for all 4 nights, your business will also go into the convocation program. Your business will also be mentioned every single night during the announcements. We'll be driving people to your table, so we'll also be giving people an opportunity during our free segments in service to promote their business. So this is going
Where
to be
is
a year
do you know what the convocation gonna be held at yet, or you still haven't?
Convocation will be back in Queens this year.
Back in Queens, okay.
back in Queens at Bishop Blackwood's Church,
Blackwood
Bishop
Church.
Blackwood, okay.
November 14, 15, 16, and 17.
Awesome, awesome. And also, my second book is out as of August 1st. Uncommon Lessons and Uncommon Lessons in Commonplace Things. Y'all can pick it up. It's about a 25-day devotional. It takes you through things that you probably never thought of as far as seeing God in it, learning how to see God in everything and applying it to your life so that you will be able to do what's needed. And of course, my first book, the novel Hiding Behind the Cross, is still available. We're doing good with that as well. I may have to get one of those tables at Convocation. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
Absolutely,
We'll see
and
what happens.
or or we could share a table, bro. It don't even matter.
We'll make it happen.
We can
But
share a table.
like my brother just said, support black businesses, support each other,
Let's
support your
keep the
local
money.
churches.
Let's keep the money in our. Let's keep the money in our community. Let's keep the money in our community. We spend billions of dollars. Black people spend billions of dollars a year. Billions upon
Billions.
billions
With a B. With a B, yes.
with a B a year, and that money is leaving our communities and going into other people's communities. I'm gonna say that again. It's leaving our communities and
Keisha, go to bed.
going into other people's communities, and and what they're doing with our money is they're taking our money and buying property in our neighborhoods
And shutting us out.
and shutting us out
Sure
and
enough.
Let me
shutting
tell
us
y'all
out.
what's going on. Let me tell y'all what's going on in the Bahamas, in Jamaica. Have basically bought the whole island of Jamaica.
Wow.
They've just about owned. They just about got or lands that were once free. They're now charging the native people of Jamaica to come on their beaches because they sold out to the Asians. They basically own the whole Jamaica now.
You know, I
Bahamas, same
heard that.
thing.
I didn't know that was really
It's very
wow.
true. They have taken
Wow.
over Jamaica.
The
People sold
Asians,
to them.
Yeah.
Asians
Yeah,
have taken
Asians.
over Jamaica. They basically taken over the Bahamas. I was just in the Bahamas. I'm telling you what I know. They
Wow.
have taken over, man. So when you talk about black dollars, it's not just happening here in America, but it's happening also in the Caribbean. So that's a very real problem. I'm telling y'all, we're our own worst enemy. We're our own worst enemy. We won't support each other for nothing. And we gotta get past it. We're gonna kill our own financial race and standing in this world.
we
We're
got to keep
killing
our money in our.
ourselves.
We got to keep our money in our community. I'm so
But
serious.
Jamaica is now just about the Asians just about got the whole Jamaica now. They got all the land.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy to me. That is absolutely crazy to me. But the fellas are right. We have to make sure that we are supporting each other. And listen, stop complaining about what a black vendor costs because you've got to understand what a black vendor is up against where it
The
comes to
overhead.
the overhead for us. Listen, we pay a black tax whether you realize it or not. When we want to do business, because this system is meant to hurt us, we have to pay a black tax. So unfortunately, our prices are going to be a little bit higher. It's going to cost you a little bit more. But the satisfaction of supporting your own and pouring into people who pour into your community should be well worth the few extra dollars that you might have to pay in order to get stuff. And for the life of me, please stop looking for discounts right out the gate. listen, I'll say it publicly. I have people who have reached out to me like, oh, proud of you, glad you wrote a book. You send me a copy. I'm like, sure, this is what it costs. I ain't heard from them yet. You thought I was just gonna send you? No, buy the book. I'll autograph it for you, sure. Buy the book. Buy the book. I wrote the foreword on Bishop Butler's book. I didn't buy a physical copy of it, but I still bought it on Amazon so he can get a royalty from it. And I wrote the foreword for one of his books.
I would actually love a hard copy of it.
I'm gonna make sure you get it. Don't worry about that. I got you. But
I'll buy it. I will buy it. Both of them.
I'm buying both of y'all.
I know you
I'm
will,
buying,
and
I'm buying both of y'all books this week, so I'll be buying them.
Exactly. We support each other. We're gonna make sure we support each other. I'm glad I got the new date because now I got to re-clear my calendar for that date. But I already made it clear.
I had to switch it because there was a conflict that weekend with Rehoboth's convocation was going on the same weekend.
Listen,
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Whatever weekend it was on, as long as I can move this body, I will be there because you are my brother. Like this is what we're supposed to do. Like,
if we don't support one another, we can't get mad when folks don't support us. But we don't even support our own. You can't get upset.
And I'll be honest, I don't support everybody, but these two gentlemen here, Pastor David Wright, who not here tonight.
I spoke to him tonight too while I was off the phone with y'all. I spoke to him.
He all right.
He's going to be the musical guest at my enthronement.
Awesome.
Again, I got all of my boys. I told Bishop Butler this, and we can go out there. I told him this. I said, listen, the Lord allowed me to start this fellowship and get off the ground. I said it to him. He'll tell you. I said, how could I not allow you to be my bishop of protocol and you my brother?
There you go.
I said, yeah, there are others out there. I said, but you my brother. You was there with me from the beginning. When I became a pastor, he was there for my installment.
Hey, Overseer Hendrickson, another one of our brothers right there. Who we support. We fight about basketball, but we support this brother right here.
Yeah. I said, how could I not have you as my bishop of protocol? I said, that would be foolish on my part.
Absolutely. Listen.
We got to keep our money in our community. Overseer Hendrickson got a clothing line.
Yep.
Music. We got to be, we have to.
Stop thumbing your nose up at people because they're doing something and you're not. Go out there and help them. Go out there and support them.
We really
Come
have
on,
to.
Man. Go support these people. Stop making excuses why you don't support people. Stop making excuses.
I told my church a couple of weeks ago, I told them, look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, I'm going to make you rich.
Thank you, Overseer. Blessings to you, man.
I'm going to make you rich. Whatever it is that you do, I'm going to make you rich. I'm going to do what I have to do to see to it that what God has gifted you to do works for you. And like I have a clothing line that's coming out. I'm not about to be trying to go find somebody to press that up. I'm going
to call Jason.
I'm going to call Jay. I'm going to say, I got these designs. Tell me how we going to work this out. I need to, if I got to pay you to get it done, and let me have it for my table, because that's how we keep the money in our community.
Think about this. Why would we go pay somebody else? I'd rather pay you the full price than to pay somebody else the full price. See, that's the way I look at it. I don't look at it as, I got to get a discount. No, if I'm going to pay the full price over there, I'd rather pay my brother the full price. I'd rather give it to him.
Yeah. That's how it's got to be. Let's keep the money in our community. That's the only way. That's the only way that we survive.
We're gonna make it in this economy. That's the only way we're gonna make it in this thing.
That's the only way that we survive. Whatever this is that Trump is doing, that's the only way that we survive in this economy. That we keep our money amongst ourselves. They keeping all the tax breaks amongst themselves.
It's a shame. And
they
a lot
sure
of people
are.
Realize them tax breaks are crazy.
On Eastern Parkway, they keeping all that property amongst themselves.
All of it.
They keeping it all
Borough Park, Williamsburg, they keeping it all.
From Utica Avenue all the way down to Grand Army Plaza, and from Eastern Parkway all the way down to Empire Boulevard. That is all Jew. And look at what happened. Look at what they did.
Don't forget,
They took-
from Myrtle Avenue all the way down
Wait,
to the Williamsburg Bridge.
I was getting ready to go there. Because they took, I'm trying to think of what street that is, but they took two streets, and those two streets, Nostrand Avenue is becoming all Jew, all the way from Williamsburg into Crown Heights, and New York Avenue is becoming all Jew, all the way from Crown Heights going back into Williamsburg. So the bus is now getting ready to be all Jewish. You know, Jay, because you drove those buses.
I drove the 44.
The 44, all the way from Williamsburg Bridge,
All the way to Sheepshead Bay. I used to drive that monster line.
and it's all
Listen, that line
becoming-
is just long.
It's a
all
and
of it
it
is
wasn't
becoming
it
Jew.
wasn't no what's the name, like the bus they got out there now, the what you call it bus, the accordion. No, I just had
accordion bus.
limited.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
said
I didn't that wasn't out there when I was working.
right. You had the accordion.
Yeah. And guess what? Limited was really for those individuals who was not getting off at those stops that they wasn't stopping at.
It wasn't for us.
Right? The limited bus was bypassing St. John's Place. But because St. John's Place is populated by the melanin, listen, we could go on for days about this.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is support black business. I know
Support.
this is a sports show. I know we just shifted into a social justice,
No,
It needed
support
to
black
be
business.
said.
Support
Needed
this
to be
show.
said.
black
Support black
economics
business. Support
segment.
this show as well.
But
This is
y'all,
black business.
our listeners, please support black business. Don't bypass your brother or your sister and go and pay $1,000 for a pair of shoes. Don't do that. Let's figure out a way, because let's just be real, y'all. These shoes are being made for $2.
China. You
They
know,
already
the
exposed it.
Chinese. I'm about to say
China
this. The
exposed
Chinese
it.
done exposed it when Trump was talking all that tariff garbage. They went on TikTok and was exposing everything.
I had vendors from China
Reaching
in my
out,
inbox.
reaching out directly to you. Hey,
Reaching out directly
you wanna
to
get
me
this?
to buy from them, and was showing me the McQueens, and these McQueens were sick. You hear me?
And there's nothing
Sick.
fake about them. Yo, they listen to me. The shoe costs $1.28 to make. The shoe costs $1.28 to make. And
They
we
wanted $150 for the same sneaker that they selling over here for almost $900. They $150.
I watched the video of the guy who.
and our
owns the
crazy
factory.
selves. Hold on, D-Lo. Let me just say this. And
I know what you're gonna say.
our crazy selves are saying, "Oh, those ain't real." Are you?
None of them are real.
For what you think is real, because they're all made in the same factory.
Same place.
Factory, y'all.
The difference is, and the guy exposed it. The guy who runs the factory where they make Birkins, he exposed it. He walked us through the factory in the video. He walked through the factory, showed what everything costs, each piece of material. Now they do use a quality leather to make Birkin. He said this is a quality leather, so it is a little expensive.
Yeah, but they're
So-
not making it in Italy. That's the
Right,
point.
right. And he said it cost us about $600 a bag. They're selling it to you for $35,000
And they slapping a made in Italy patch on it.
on it. Right. He said that was the thing. He said they get it and then they ship it off, and then the company Birkin will slap the made in Italy on it. They made it in Italy. It's made right in China. It's made right in China. So all of that stuff, those sweatshops, the Jordans,
real.
all that's all real. That's all real. It's just a matter of who put the label on it. But I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yep. Listen, fellas, I love you guys.
Love you too, bro.
And,
And we love our listeners. Thank y'all for joining and rocking with us as always. We'll see y'all next Tuesday. Y'all have a great night, everybody.
I ain't giving the white man no more of my money. That's it.
We ain't giving away man no more of his money.
Me, Robert Nelson, and Sean Mason are in the process of starting our own investment store. All we looking for right now is the right tailor. I think I was telling you this yesterday, Bishop McCants.
no, you told me today. Yeah,
Yes.
we talked about it today.
All we looking for is the right seamstress. I don't want to give I do not want to give these people my money no more because they taking my money and kicking me out.
Bro, I ain't gonna mention the name of the company, but you know it's a well-known company, Bishop D'Lo. They are a year out now to get garments.
A year out.
It's a year out now.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
A year out. And guess
It's a
what?
year out to get a
Guess
casting.
what?
If you want to go get a casting, you gotta wait to get it. You're gonna be getting it in 2026.
And it ain't nothing
That's
but
crazy.
black people going in that store. It
yeah,
ain't
we
nothing
know
but
that
black
place.
people going in that store
We know
because
that place.
the store that really does all the Catholic vestments is in Chicago. House of Hanson. And I don't have nothing wrong with Renzetti's. We can mention the name. I don't have.
I'm about to say we wasn't saying names. We wasn't saying names.
I don't have no issues. I don't have no issues with Renzetti. They are good.
No. They've been good to us.
Yeah,
They've been good.
Very nice people.
They've been good to us.
But I something got to give
But
because
now they're a
because
year
I'm-
out now, D'Lo.
I'm
A
already
year out.
I'm already spending
That's-
$100 to get there if I drive because that's gas.
Let's guess.
Gas
And
and
tolls.
toll. Gas and
Can't,
toll.
can't leave.
And a cheesesteak.
Can't leave
And a
Philly
cheesesteak.
without
And a
eating.
cheesesteak.
So I got to get a cheesesteak.
And
A cheesesteak sandwich is $20.
Yeah.
All the way, because you got to
Okay.
get it all the way.
I'm spending my bread in Renzetti, but I'm also not leaving without some other little accessories that I need. So I bought something while I'm there.
And then I'm going to the Reading. I go to the Reading Market too. So I do stop at the Reading Market. You know, I do go up there too.
It's a whole shopping trip after.
It's a whole
It's
shopping
a whole
trip.
shopping trip now.
And I will
That was
not
a whole shopping trip.
I will not stop supporting Renzetti because they do
They
right by
they do great work. And
But
they
it's
do
just
right
a
by
year out now.
a year out though.
A
I ain't going out
year.
there more. I'm ordering it online. I'm not going out there.
They got your measurements. You good.
They got my measurement, but they still talking about a year to make your stuff.
Yeah.
That is absolutely crazy.
It's a year now.
Year.
So if you just say you proclaim somebody to make them or appoint somebody,
Yeah. If I send them there,
you
it's-
gotta line that thing up. You gotta order the vestments before you announce the date.
Yeah. So please, our listeners, please, this is not a call to boycott.
No, please.
No.
To do that.
No.
This is not a call to do that because while we are talking about keeping the money in our black community, we are also proponents for keeping the money within our Christian community as well.
Because I love Renzetti. I love the people down there. They are so nice but they've just got so much now because
But
one
a year is diabolical.
Yeah. What used to be 4 months
It's
is
a year.
Yeah.
is now a year. Yep. And that's confirmed. That's not no making up. That's confirmed.
But that will change because they just have to hire a new seamstress. They only have one seamstress now. That's what the issue is. So that will change when they hire a new seamstress. It will balance back out.
Wow. Well, it's good to know that. Glad I'm not proclaiming nobody. So we good. So we good on that end. But again, we thank y'all so much for joining us. We'll see you back here next Tuesday. Talk some more sports with you. Again, support all of the wonderful things that these gentlemen and myself have talked about, and make sure that if you have anything you'd like for us to support, please send it to our inbox. We will announce it right here on the broadcast, and we want people to support you as well. We are definitely into supporting each other. So until next week, we'll see you. Have a great night, everyone. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok at Church Guy Sports. Have a great night, everyone.
Yo, this is the state of emergency. Check. I need all my Knicks fans right now to grab your jerseys, your popcorn, your sodas, whatever you gotta do to get ready for this game. I don't care if you're a cheerleader, an athlete, a couch potato. We're here to restore the feeling. Matter of fact, how you say it from New York? What I say from New York? Hey yo, let's go Knicks!
Hey yo, I bring that New York energy. Talking 42nd Street, alley hoop finger roll. Ain't nobody checking me. Crossover through the legs, step back, hit it 3. Still up in the hood, but got big baller tendencies. She just trying to get flued out to John Kennedy, just to see the Knicks play, make a couple memories. New York, if you ain't from here, don't pretend to be. And if you ain't rocking with the Knicks, you an enemy. Yeah, look at us, whole city is wild. This is New York, why y'all ever counted us out? Any game we attend, yeah, we taking it now. Fast break on the court, all up and down. Lead a garden in the pigsty, yeah, we get it on this side. Bacon, egg, and cheese, or the lobster mac with the ribeye. Either way, we winning the overtime if we get tired. Get it with the team, yeah, that's just something we live by. Hey, yo, first quarter in, we gon' turn it up. Gotta warm up first, then we taking it up. By the third quarter in, no, they ain't catching up.